You're the one to make me feel right. 'Cause your love is always on my mind. I just can't resist when we kiss. I need you all the time. Baby, this is all that I feel. Give it up to you 'cause it's real. Take my heart, my love, I don't care 'cause I know the deal. Come over tonight, let me show you what I'm all about. No need to be shy, it's just you and I. Doubts, no doubts, no, no, no. Come on, let me show ya what it really feels like. Come on, let me hold ya all night. Come on, let me show ya what it really feels like. Come on, let me hold ya all night. Come on, let me show ya what it really feels like. Come on, let me show ya what it really feels like. Save me now, I feel paralyzed. I'm lucid dreaming. Save the night, please just get me out. A hopeless denial, deafening sound awakens the fear of losing you now. Get up, with my eyes, my light flashes wide. I know I'd be lost without. In my dreams I'm gonna lose you, but I can't scream out loud. It's you. In my dreams I'm gonna lose you, but I can't scream out loud. Wake me now, I can sacrifice. My heart is beating, living a lie. Please just get me out. A hopeless denial, deafening sound awakens the fear of losing you now. Can't open my eyes, my light flashes by. I know I'd be lost without you. In my dreams I'm gonna lose you, but I can't scream out loud. It's you. In my dreams I'm gonna lose you, but I can't scream out loud. I can't lose you. I can't lose
Can I ask you, was it something I did? Still I wonder, 'cause it isn't too clear. I don't want no trouble, tired of the lies. You found yourself another, heart as cold as ice. I'm trying to recover, do you even realize? Watch me walk away, I'm taking everything you want. Watch me walk away, I'm taking everything you want. Watch me walk away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Valorant Challenger League. Today we have a very exciting finals match of our low elo tournament. We're in our 12th tournament ever, so it has been going on for quite a long time. We appreciate all of you. But today's match, we do have High Society Gaming versus Team Livid. Very excited to see what's going to happen there. But first, I wanted to present. We actually have some player interviews that kind of wanted to show you guys before the game. So, without further ado, enjoy.
I think if we're using, I think High Society might have a tough game today. We're playing down a couple of players, I think, down a couple of main roster players who would usually be there for us, and I know Livid's been pretty dominant here, so I think we'd have a tough day with our complete main roster, but bringing in a couple of subs might be even harder to go ahead and try to pull out that win on Livid. It's looking like it's gonna be me, Arnold Recluse, the pro player. We're gonna have Static Void, who's done decent in some of our tournament matches. Sleepy's, who's done pretty decent in some of our tournament matches, and then we're gonna have Nexus and Zondo, who have pretty much never played with the team. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I think Team Livid has some pretty good players, lots of people to look out for. I don't know if Vortex is playing, but it seems like that guy's cooking. You got the Demon and Melly from last tournament, who's been in a bit of a slump. But if he goes back to what he was playing at beforehand, that's a real player to watch out for. And then you got a really consistent player in BWY who just is always on, never really has a bad game. So it's definitely a hard matchup for us. From the case that we're kind of playing with some uncertainty, and I think there's a lot of certainty in that roster that they're almost always going to be good or competing. It's hard to say. It's hard to say strategies before we go to maps. Honestly, for our strategy, I was thinking we're just gonna play probably a double initiator comp on most maps. For map 1, then we'll gauge how it goes. We're probably gonna try to play a defensive strong team just because I don't think our attacking will be too strong today. And then second game, if we get absolutely slammed, there's a hidden strategy I want to try. I want to try Harbor Viper, Orb Smoke, and then Sova, and then probably a Sentinel, and then we're gonna play all Odins and be little rats and smokes, and hey, that might be interesting to watch. So that might be a strategy if we get absolutely dominated. I mean, yeah, watch out for us. This season might not be our strongest season, but we're still gonna compete. We're still here to play, and we'll probably be back to the finals pretty soon here.
All right, today's game: High Society Gaming versus Team Livid. How are you feeling about today's game?
I think we're feeling confident. I mean, yeah, it's a little tough. Vortex with this monitor problem. I don't know if you know, but he ended up smashing it, and now we can only see half his screen. But other than that, we're coming into this strong. We have we have everything we need to win. I don't even know how to explain it. We're just the better team.
He smashed his screen, and you can only see half of it. What?
Yeah,
And he's still competing.
He's still competing. Yeah, that just shows it. That just shows our dedication.
Dedication is one word.
Definitely.
Okay. On Team Livid, who do we need to be looking out for today? Who's going to be the star players?
Well, I think I'm definitely going to be going crazy today. I'm already feeling myself. I'd like to say Methamphetamine, also known as Michael, and Boy. Those are our 3 players I think will do really good. But yeah, those are the 3 you need to look out for.
Okay. And do you guys have any plans or strategies against High Society Gaming that we need to look out for?
Well, we do know a few things. They love aggressing. That is their thing. They are known for aggressing, and they will push up site as fast as they can. And yeah, we had some VODs. We looked at it.
Okay, so you guys did VOD reviews and
Yep.
and studied up on your enemies. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but overall, what do you think the overall result is going to be today?
13-0 all games. It's gonna be 2 games.
13-0 both games.
Both games.
They're not even going to get a single round on you.
Not even close. Not even close.
Even though you have a player with half of a monitor.
Even with a player half of them on it. Yeah. Still win this.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell the people of VCL?
Not really. I mean, uh, you're ready for us to win, I guess. I mean, that's really it.
All right. Confident results coming from Melly. I appreciate your time.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So yeah, player interviews. Very interesting to hear what both Arnold and Melly had to say about this upcoming match. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. But before we get into today's game, because it is going to be a best of three series, I know some of you guys won't be on later into the night on the stream. We wanted to go over our next tournament as it is our biggest and best tournament we're ever going to host. It is our VCL Rivals Series tournament. $500 prize pool, which we have never done before. Extremely big prize pool compared to what we've done in the past. And we're very excited for everything that's going to happen with it. It is ran a little bit different than what we've done in the past. It is 5 weeks, 4 weeks of qualifying matches. So make sure you guys get your team signed up now. We're taking 32 teams, and it looks like we already got roughly 24 that have confirmed their finishing signups now. So make sure you guys do sign up. That is next weekend, starting next Saturday. And every single qualifying rounds into the weekend, 2 teams are going to be moving on to the final stage and competing for the $500 prize pool. So make sure everyone is doing that now and signing up, because that is something that is very important, and we have never done something like this before. So I did want to share a quick preview or trailer of what Rivals looks like for you guys, and I'm hoping to see you there.
And that's going to be one dart down and a double kill for him as well. One there, and it's fading away into a 4K. Looks like we are seeing the Silva push up there, and that's the first 1 tap, 2 tap. And there's the spray down, and it's a collateral ace with a ghost.
And welcome back once more, guys. But finally, I did want to pass it to my 2 amazing casters today. Today we have Mew and Prodigy, and they're going to go over the current game and this series tonight.
Hello, I'm Prodigy. I've casted maybe once before.
Okay,
I'm glad to be back.
he's updating his game right now.
Jamil, we are live.
Oops.
Anyways, today we've got High Society Gaming versus Livid, and my co-caster is Mew.
Hello, I'm Mew. I'm kind of new to casting, but it's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're 2 Firefly superstars, so we're gonna be chilling.
Yeah.
So for High Society Gaming, this is a team that's kind of been somewhat present. They've held together a similar core.
They've been up towards the top in the league, made the finals a couple of times, looking for their first win here.
Indeed, and then Livid is a very, very, very new team. I think they just started this season, but I have a former player on this team, so I've got very high hopes, or very high standards rather, for him.
Yeah, they have some established players, Livid do, and even though they're just coming together, they're looking to win it all in their first season.
Indeed. And our first map today is Fracture. That's what it seems. So, what do you think about Fracture? What's your favorite part about Fracture? What's your least favorite part about Fracture? And what characters do you usually play?
Well, for Fracture, I like playing Chamber on Fracture, like his TPs. Like, they just work perfectly on Fracture. And the trips, they also work. There's a lot of good angles to hold with the op. And my favorite parts of the map, I like how there's 2 different sides to attack from to each site.
I hate that. I hate that actually. I mean, it makes things like very interesting, but it's
Yeah,
a
it's
lot to
definitely
learn with.
unique, but
Yeah, I feel like if they ever make another map very similar to Fracture with like a bunch of like entry points, I don't know if I might just dodge it again.
yeah, I mean, I can't say I win a lot on Fracture, but
I think it's crazy because my win rate on Fracture is like usually pretty high, but this act is horrible.
mine has just always been bad.
Instead of Fracture, we'll talk about Pearl now. One of the newer maps in the pool. Probably my favorite personal map actually to play in general. I like how it looks. I love the style of the map. I love the way people play the map, especially pros. In terms of like low elo, I've yet to see an amazing game played on this map, but
Yeah,
this might be the first one.
I remember in my playing days, we played a match on Pearl and had no chamber, and we just got
Uh,
absolutely dominated.
yes, I also remember that
We
game.
could not hold, yeah, we couldn't hold down mid for anything.
Yeah, it's a very mid heavy map. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah,
You really
you
want
have
to take
to
space
play.
mid,
You have to
or
play
at
on
least.
mid.
And the newest map in the pool is Lotus, which is the last pick
It's going to
of
be
the
the decider
series.
map.
Yeah, this is it's interesting because a lot of teams, especially in art elo, really, really, really hate Lotus
Yeah,
because it's so new. So a lot of people don't have a lot of practice time on it. In terms of overall bracket, though, I mean, this whole bracket is done for a loop. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I
A lot of upsets happening in this bracket.
yeah, I was about to say there's a lot of teams that people didn't expect to see here, like Livid beating Firefly Gold, 2-0, 3-0. It's I don't know. As a Firefly member, that was not nice
Yeah,
to
that
see. But you
was,
know what?
yeah, not.
It's hopefully they Firefly
They did
returns in
beat,
the low elo scene.
they did beat Vision Blur though, and Vision Blur. Obviously they beat Firefly Gold last season, so it's
Yeah,
good
that
to
is
see
true.
them get back.
And in terms of the side of High Society Gaming, they upsetted True Synergy Gaming
Yeah, that was the team
in
that made
the
the finals last
quarterfinals.
season.
Yeah, so I expected to see them once more, but looks like High Society is just better.
And then against the match against Bloom, they actually lost that match, but Bloom had 2 Smurfs, so they got
Ah,
disqualified.
okay. Now we're
Now as
finally
we get
getting
in,
started with the game.
yeah, as we get into the agent select here, we have some pretty similar looking team comps coming out from both sides.
Got to hover on Harbor here. I can't imagine someone actually picking Harbor on Fracture. Hopefully, we'll see it next map for sure. But
Yeah, on
of
Pearl, the Harbor is a good pick on Pearl, but
I agree.
maybe not so much on Fracture.
Of course, someone's hovering the troll Yoru pick per usual.
Yeah.
I think that has quite literally happened in every single game that has been casted. Like there's always someone. There's always one person hovering Yoru.
Yeah, it always happens.
One of these days, it's gonna happen. One of these days, someone's
Yeah.
gonna play Yoru, and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna be here for it.
Yeah, we will be excited for that day.
Wait, if this is actually the Neon, Breach Harbor, Fade, and Cipher, that would be
And as I was
insane.
talking about the similar looking team comps,
Whoa!
we now have very different team comps.
Yeah. Wait, this is awesome.
We have the 2 initiators versus the 2 sentinels.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, welcome. Today we have High Society Gaming versus Team Livid. First map on Fracture.
All right. Yeah, like I said, I'm very excited to see this game. They've got a pretty meta comp coming from Team Livid, but I assume they practice it a lot, so that's probably why.
Yeah, High Society has the rather unique comp with the Harbor pick.
Indeed. No heart, no like brimstone or even omen on as the controller is kind of interesting on this map. Like I feel like Harbor low key might work.
Yeah, it could work.
This goes here.
The wall could cut off a lot of the important angles
Yeah, I've seen people run
versus the two
Vipers. So.
orb smokes.
That goes there.
Yeah.
Yes, this should do. Here.
Have the one sentinel on each site from Team Livid.
You can tell they built this
Obviously.
team to defend. Defense is
Yeah.
definitely the harder side of this map, so I definitely understand.
They are starting on defense.
Yeah.
High Society here, geared up for an A split. And there's all 5 members here versus just the 2 on site. But High Society coming through with the tower here and able to clear out most of the site.
Now,
But
you're probably afraid.
Pingu gets the 1 kill onto the Fade. And as he's taken down, and Team Livid is left in a 2v4 retake on the A site. Bomb is not coming down yet from Team High Society.
Interesting.
And there it is.
Spike
They're
planted.
just looking for anything that they can get here. Team Livid are.
Their only options are really playing together here and trying to find someone to overextend.
Yeah,
Last
very
player standing.
strong site hold by High Society here. 1v3 for Aaron. Gonna be a tough
So
round
it's
to win. Very tough.
Especially
As
with the
time
side
counts down, it's gonna be a High Society win on the pistol round.
So a lot of what I saw in that round was a really nice take from High Society. The door opening into A rope
they just
from
they got
Arnold
all
was interesting.
they got all the space that they wanted.
Yeah, he kind of he definitely caught that Omen off guard. The Omen was just trying to smoke for his team, and the next thing you know, he's getting right clicked by Neon. So I feel like this team is definitely going to be running it down compared to High
Yeah,
Society.
very,
It's probably
yeah.
more
Very
slow, or
aggressive
sorry,
team comp here for
Yeah.
High Society. They are geared towards the B side here with the 2 players on site and the breach coming over. No direct site hold from Team Livid is something interesting. It appears
Spike planted.
that Team Livid have counterforce in an attempt to win this round. And it is appearing to be working. They have 3 players versus 2 on High Society.
Last
And they have a
player
lot of
standing.
control. And a 1v2 here for Zonda. And he gets caught reloading by Pingu. And something that you don't see here very often is Livid. They win the force round. So we have a 1-1
Yeah.
game here.
Their confidence begins
Yeah,
to crack.
and,
Their
Livid
counterforce works.
looks like they. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like they definitely were ready for this round. They were a very fast rotate. I can already tell they're just talking about it. Like, hey, look at their team comp. They're just gonna run it down on us the whole time. So just be ready to rotate instantly and try to hold
Yeah.
down your site. Try to
Fast
stay alive.
rotates are going to be coming out here from Team Livid.
This goes
Indeed.
here.
Pingu's doing the same setup as he did in round 1. So let's see if they catch it this time.
And it does appear that they are going towards the A side this time. They're playing it slower. They're not running it down this time. They are making the noise.
Farming orbs.
And now they're appearing to be slow taking the rope. Or now maybe they're going a little bit
There's
faster.
never been a good plan. It's never ever ended well. But
But-
it did.
You know, there is no one from Livid there to get all 5 on the rope.
His name is not Energy Crashies.
Coming through. Gotta go.
And now coming from the other side will be Team High Society. They are fully onto the
Oh.
site, but there is an Omen with a judge walking around. And he kind of just walks in there,
Spike
gets
down
2
A.
kills, and
One enemy remaining.
all of a sudden it's Arnold Recluse looking for something, but he finds nothing.
Pretty solid save round from High Society there. I mean, there's not much they can do. They can't force guns. They can't buy any, just take fights. So they just have to farm orbs, go try to get plant down. Sadly, they didn't get plant down, but they
It's
still
unfortunate. They walked into an
gotta
omen
kill.
with a judge. He kind of just
Yeah.
walked around and had his way with High Society.
Yeah, not much you can do there. But looks like they're probably going to be setting up for another A, I think.
Yeah, they are gearing towards A here. It appears that they're going a little bit faster this time than the previous round. They have both Sentinels on this side, though, so can they hold it down? Or
I'm not sure. There's a lot of spraying.
It's like Overwatch, but it appears that Livid has already rotated over, and they have the man advantage. So, things are looking good for Team Livid.
Fingers, he's gonna walk into this cross. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
there
not.
are 2 on the door
Saying this,
versus the
it's a
one.
standstill.
Will anyone catch anyone off guard? And it appears not, as High Society is gearing towards main.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Pingu opens
Oh my god, the
door
timing.
Spike
to
down A.
Arnold Recluse left in a 1 versus 4 battle. Takes that down to a 1 versus 3. And
It's
gets
absolutely
taken
sprayed down to that box.
Gets taken down,
That's good.
and
I got your backs.
Another round for Livid.
You know, from the
Livid
front.
are starting to build some momentum here.
I've never really talked to anyone here on High Society other than Arnold. I know he has a pretty good mental, so I'm wondering, who's gonna keep that team up and keep that team, afloat.
Yeah,
Like, hey, we need to
obviously,
do this, we need to do that. Just try not to
one
get
of the
too into your
biggest
head about
parts
it.
of being down is you have to keep your mental alive so you can build a comeback. And
Yeah, man.
as we're looking towards a B split here for High Society.
Once again, going to farm those orbs, I believe.
Yeah, they're just gonna play it
Reach.
slow, build anything that they can, and
My camera is destroyed.
obviously they don't have the gun advantage, so they're just
Cage trick.
looking
They
for
go on
anything
the
that they
B
can
side this
get.
time.
And Sleepy's is walked up, going to be taken down on the plant,
Down B.
but as I was about to say that Livid has the man disadvantage,
Spike planted.
they equalize, and now they have the advantage versus the
One enemy
Sheriff.
remaining.
And now just Arnold Recluse with the Bulldog, he gets taken down. And Livid, they're building a lot of momentum here off
was
that
gonna say,
counterforce.
This game, it's not starting off good for High Society here, but anything can happen. Honestly, I've seen anything happen. 4-1 isn't insane, but although it is defense,
Yeah, there is, and High Society, they have the very aggressive team comp. Maybe they're gonna go for some plays on the defense side.
yeah, I was gonna say. We're probably hoping to see a lot of pinches on defense for High Society, but in terms of their next attack move, I think they're probably going to try and hard hit this site.
Yeah,
although
they're gonna.
Cypher's
They have the
once again.
guns. They're gonna run into the Cypher on the B site.
They got a harbor roll.
And they do. And will they use that? We will see. It appears that they're going to be using this bait hold here, actually. And they detect the 1. And Pingu gets spammed through the box. And High Society, they're actually on equal man advantage here. But as I say that, High Society gets man advantage.
Yeah, you got
I
commentators.
know
Whiskers.
exactly where you
Yeah.
are.
And the Breachel is going to come out here from Team Livid.
It's no one.
Yeah, hits absolutely no one. 2 versus 2 here. They're playing very well together. They're going to be holding on this defense. They do not get the half.
Last player
But-
standing.
Oh,
High Society managing to break the momentum that Livid has held in this round.
I was just about to say, Hamar, the breach on Livid, he hasn't missed very often in this game, but just now he only had about 5 bullets in his mag. I don't think he realized it. Kind of let his killjoy die, but you know, it happens.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I think the best plan for High Society here to, you know, keep grinding more rounds out is probably just keep going fast. Honestly, they can't really stop them.
Yeah, the faster you go, the less time they have to come back over. But there is 3 geared towards this A site here from Livid, and that appears to be where High Society are going to head towards.
They're going pretty slow again.
Trying to get
That's
as much
awkward,
space as
right?
they can get before.
I suggest you move.
Yeah, the usual. Now they're going fast. Pingu gets 2 on the site,
Spike down A.
and they're holding it down very well.
gets rid of
Pingu with his
it.
4,
Oh my god.
and Livid is able to hold it down
At least steals the
against
A's.
the insane rush from High Society.
Oh my goodness. Pingu with the side hold of the century.
And I
He
would not
didn't
be
even
surprised.
need his team.
I would not be surprised if High Society were to call a timeout after that.
I don't know. I'd have to. He's running and gunning with a phantom.
Well, I mean, if
I
it
don't
works, it
even know what
works.
to say.
He gets a 4K in the finals. Doesn't get much better than that. But you know,
Hamar takes down-
as I'm talking, Hamar takes down Arnold Recluse, and High Society already on the disadvantage as they're giving up all their space on A. Coming towards B here from High Society. Here's they are buying for the next round.
Nope. Never mind. They're breach orb, but breach orbs were fun.
They do have that breach ult for the next round. And as the Cypher ult comes out from Livid, they know that they are all in one area. They have very little space to work with, and Livid has a lot of space here. So, High Society, can they find a way to break through? That is the question.
Oh,
Jumps into the tripwire. That
he's
is
baiting them.
I haven't seen something like that.
He's
It
got the big brain strats.
One
appears to be
enemy
Look, it
working
works.
as
Told you.
Amar gets a 4K.
Hell yeah. Next drink's on me.
Wait, wait, his brain is huge. He
Yeah,
knows
I've
they're
never
still
seen
there. He
that.
jumps into the cipher trip.
I've never seen that play before, but turns out that it worked.
I'm using
As
that in my
Amar
ranked
gets a
games.
4K. I'm excited to see you use that.
Yo, Hamar, I'm shouting you out. If that ever happens in my games, I'm just typing Hamar in all chat, all caps.
That's the Hamar strat right there. High Society going towards A again.
Definitely, probably looking for
And-
a breach ult here.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for the breach ult, and the longer that they're taking is the more time that Livid have to come over.
Oh,
The Fade Eye, the Fade Dog, and Pingu does not have magic happen again.
One
He
enemy
gets taken
remaining.
down.
Spike down
And
A.
Now, methamphetamine is left in a
Spike
3
planted.
versus 1.
There.
Arnold
He does not
Recluse
know that
creeping
Arnold
up behind
Recluse
him.
is, yeah. This is a very tough situation to be in.
And he gets stymied. Wait.
Oh,
Okay, Arnold.
Yeah.
Okay, Arnold.
okay.
He's playing with his food.
Yeah, that is maybe something that you should do, or maybe not.
I don't know,
People
man.
have different opinions.
Sometimes people, they just turn around and they can sense the spidey senses on the recluse. See what I did
and
there?
then- yeah, that was good. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm being carried on casting right now.
Nah, we're all doing fine. In terms of this next setup, I feel like, I don't know, I really want to see Livid try to push out and do something crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they do have the very defensive comp with the 2 Sentinels.
Yeah. Oh, Vortex does not buy a heavy shield here.
Yeah.
They caught Pingu, but he gets out.
Cage trigger.
Yeah, he gets out, and it's just him holding down this A site. But Livid is going to rotate over. And now they have the Omen behind them that they have to worry about. High Society.
A lot of util being used here, but they're not out yet.
And they're
So I
not
wonder
out.
if
And the more time that they're taking, they're going to
they're
run into this
rotating.
Omen.
But no one
And-
catches him.
Down
Yeah, he
A.
gets. He's able to get two, and High Society on the
Oh my
disadvantage here.
goodness.
And this is the aggression that you wanted to see out of Livid. Oh, but Arnold
Yeah.
recluse.
Oh.
He gets two. 1 versus 2 here.
Yes.
He has the bomb. He does not know that they're both here. He knows now.
Go, go, go.
So he's going to use. Yeah, he's long gone. And even though the rotate through CT is a longer, shorter rotate, my apologies, it's a shorter rotate, he has the ability, so he can run very
planted.
fast.
That is true.
Now, the two
They're
Livid
taking
members are
1v1.
separated,
Yeah.
and now
Arnold
his
is
teammate is
quickly.
here. Takes the rope, but they hurt him.
And
And
they heard him fall.
he gets the dink onto the Killjoy for 140 damage, but it isn't enough. And that's why I like to use the Vandal. Because
I'm a Phantom user and a Phantom advocator. I don't care what anyone says. It's a better gun.
Yeah, well, but what happens when you hit them for 140? It's just
I
not
just
good.
hit him.
Not a good
Hit him
feeling.
again. Just hit
Not
him
a good
again.
feeling. Not a good feeling.
All right, all right.
Not. It's not good when you hit them for 140 and then die to a 160.
I feel like Arnold should have pressured CT a little bit more.
Yeah, he
right
was playing
before
very
falling
passive. He
back.
has to be active there. He has to be active
Yeah.
there, get the one, and then
Fall back.
the other guy wasn't there yet, and then
Yep.
fall back, and then he's in a 1v1 with time on his side.
All good though.
High Society appears to be going towards this A side again. Appears that they
Pingu,
enjoy this
the
site.
demon of A side once again. He's got the same setup. We'll see.
And
Cage trigger.
appears that Arnold has gotten his ult.
Oh wait, it's a fake of his setup. The trips
Will
are
be-
different spots.
He'll be looking to aggress in as the time runs down on this ult, but
Almost out.
he's looking to run into CT where there is nobody, and his ult is going to run out.
Oh, runs out. The timing, absolutely
And-
unfortunate.
Now Pingu on 1 health gets taken down.
Okay, 2v3 situation. Vortex teleports
past
right
the
past this. Oh man.
So 2 versus 2, probably
One enemy
Livid
remaining.
with the advantage as they're now on the advantage, and you know, appears that they have just won that round. Was the Killjoy ult necessary? I mean,
Area's clear.
It puts a lot of pressure on the players to make a move.
Yeah.
So I think it works. It does its purpose.
Yeah,
Vortex
we're-
on the flank, staring at a wall. Incredible.
yep, very nice.
Last round in the
That is what
half.
you left to see right there.
The one on High Society is positive right now, and this is the easier half of this map. I wonder whose map pick this was because I can't recall, but
Yeah, I
actually it was High Society.
it is High Society's pick, and they're losing very badly. They're going to.
It's not that bad.
I mean, yeah, if they can get the 9-3 here, then
Yeah.
obviously we know about the 9-3 curse.
Actually, they don't want the 9-3. They want the 8-4.
I mean, yeah, they want as much runs as they can get, but you know, if they lose, then they will be rejuvenated with the thought of the
The
9-3
9-3.
curse.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
As
Them down.
Arnold Recluse picks up a kill and High Society goes on the man advantage. Appears that the Omen and the Killjoy are holding down the B side, but
Face your fear.
and maybe now they're gonna start to rotate over with the use of all of this utility by High Society.
Oh my goodness.
And Pingu gets taken down, but a huge breach ult is going to hit all 4 of them on High Society, and Liquid is able to equalize it.
I know exactly where you
And the bomb
Player
is
standing.
not
Spike
on
down
site
A.
for High Society. Vortex in a 1v2.
enemy remaining.
Finds one. Arnold Recluse versus Vortex in a 1v1. And it will be Arnold Recluse on top.
Let's go, Arnold.
He gets around for High Society, and
Switching sides.
they're looking to start building some momentum with a change at the half.
All right. I do get the 8-4 on the half. Speaking of half, I've been missing Mr. Habibi Jamil. I haven't seen him in so long. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah,
It'd be amazing. If he
I mean,
started
I
speaking
agree with
to me.
you. I don't necessarily understand how that relates to half, but
It's because he was half of me. He's half of my heart. But you know what? It's fine.
I understand.
Come
now.
back.
Thank you for
Yeah.
enlightening me, Prodigy.
In terms of
I
terms
thought
of
you were
other
going to
halves.
say that High Society has half the rounds that Livid has.
that is true. That is mathematically correct.
And some of the aggression coming out here that we were theorizing could happen from Team High Society. And a little scuffle around here ends with Livid taking the advantage. And it appears that they're going to just have the site. And High Society will be on a retake with the man down. And, trading is not what you want to see from
Last player standing.
this High Society squad. As they get their 2 and they get their 3, they collect up, win the round. And
I disagree with
maybe
your
they
statement,
won the
by
pistol
way.
round last time, but
Yeah, I mean this team, from what I've seen so far, is actually very good at trading. Just now, there's a lot of gunfights going on, but
yeah, but
somehow
they were on the disadvantage. If they just trade everyone down, then they're gonna lose. Because they're on the disadvantage.
I feel like Team Livid here is not playing their comp how they should be. Or from what I've seen, they need to play a lot slower. They've got 2 Sentinels. They need to farm KJ orbs.
Yes, this should do.
And it appears that Livid is going to be going for the counter force again. Now, obviously on attack, it's a much different game, but will it be able to work for them a second time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, by the way, this Cypher has a same setup as
Yeah, Livid is very cramped up here.
Oh.
They know. Yeah.
Nice pop.
And they just explode out, and it's somehow now it's a 3v3. And it's a 3v2 as Arnold Recluse gets taken down by Vortex.
You very low. Both of them very low.
Yeah. High Society just has more health to work with.
One enemy remaining.
And
oh, wow.
They get the 2v1, they trade it down. Played that very
Man, this team is trading. They are trading and trading and trading and trading.
Yeah, like you get the advantage, you just trade it down and then you win. And that's what they did there.
I think their positioning, not a High Society's, but Livid's positioning just now was not very.
Yeah, they weren't playing together. They needed to play together there.
I don't want to say it was horrible, but I think
they played for themselves and they were supposed to be playing together. But
yeah, the guy on top of site, I think it might have been. Actually, I don't remember who it was, but they definitely should have hit a little harder.
Now we have a lot of aggression coming out here from High Society.
Oh, I like that. He drops the gun for him.
Yeah, very smart play.
Very weird buy coming from Livid, by the way.
Yeah, they're split on whether they should buy up or save. But dropping the gun again.
Sheriff, Guardian, light shield.
And they're gonna run into this Cypher and the Harbor playing the A site.
Once again, same setup.
Yeah. High Society is coming over and around. They're not on yet, but Livid is giving them time to come over.
Spike planted.
Nice pop. Spraying around.
And
finally gets a kill.
Gets the kill.
Absolutely, solo holding on this side. He gets flashed by his teammate though.
And High Society is just coming through now. Pingu gets the 2 kills, but it's not enough as High Society wins the round.
Team
Very
And
interesting.
now
This
they're
team
starting
is,
to build some
You
momentum of
guys are
themselves.
so much
Yeah.
better than my last
They're looking better on defense than they were on attack. Maybe they're just waking up or something.
Yeah, you know, they... And
Here
the
comes the first
timeout is
timeout
coming out
again.
for Team Livid here.
The best bet here definitely was to take that timeout.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hi. Well, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Jamil. I'm VCL's #1 promoter ever. But did you know that VCL has Twitch Prime? Do you know about Twitch Prime, Mitch? Do you know what that is? Now, did you know that Twitch lets you Prime sub to anyone, any streamer,
Anyone?
for free?
Anyone?
For free if you have Amazon Prime.
Wait, does
And,
that include VCL?
That includes VCL. by
No!
a landslide.
No!
So if you take your chance now, you can Twitch Prime the VCL for free. By the way, no added cost, and you'll get a cool badge. You'll be like the cool kid in the whole call. I will think you're cool. And
Hey.
fun fact, you can also join VCL today by clicking exclamation mark Discord.
I'm gonna join now.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And we have a tournament coming up, $500 prize pool. You know how many Twitch Prime subs you can get? $500? A lot. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait,
I'll
isn't
see you
Twitch Prime
later.
free, though?
It is indeed. It is free. It is free if you have Amazon Prime.
But okay. Thank you.
We have a lot of aggression coming out here from High Society, and they're starting to back up now. They didn't find anything. As Livid is working towards this B site, they're not coming out yet.
Ooh,
And
nice shot from
the trade
Brondo,
coming up.
but yeah, it gets traded.
Yeah, good shot, gets traded. Now they're coming towards the A site, which is currently being left open. However, there is still the Cypher nearby.
But it gets CP'd over.
Cage triggered. Cage caught one.
Dude on top.
Not
Finds
good
Pingu through
enough.
the smoke. And that is the bomb down. However, it is in Livid controlled territory on the map.
I must wait a moment.
And now High Society knows there is all 3 forts here. They're going to be coming over,
Nice.
presumably pretty
blind.
fast.
And a TP out.
TP's
Oh,
still
wow.
gets caught by the ult. And the timeout did not work out for Livid as High Society still won the round, and they've tied up this game at 8.
Yeah, look at the momentum shift. 5 rounds in a row for High Society already here. Things are looking up. But they're not out of the woods yet. So
Yeah,
it's
we still have a game to play.
and a buy round from
Yeah, Team
Here.
Livid is
Team
going to have
Livid
the
right
money
here.
to have their desired purchases. But it
looks like
appears
they're
that
gonna be
they're,
back to aggression again.
yeah, they have the aggression on B main, which appears to be where Livid is heading towards.
My ult's ready.
So the opening kill by Arnold Recluse, and High Society
Wow.
just wipes down all players of Livid that were
I'm
there.
outta here.
The other 2 being on the other side of the map. On.
Last player standing.
Arnold Recluse.
He wipes it up, gets a 4K of his own, just like some Livid members were doing earlier in this
Please
game.
I
I was about to
on the
say, it's been,
I hate making
been
new
like
friends.
4Ks in this. Still no ace, but you know, I'm not gonna hate.
Well, you know, will we see one? Maybe.
I hope so. I hope so. So
Yeah,
they-
I
are
want
they
to. I want to see.
pulling,
It.
or-
I want to be casting over an ace. That'd be
Yeah, that would be beautiful. But still, that was still insane. Arnold, capitalizing off of breach stuns, breach concusses, breach flashes, breach and
yeah, that
breach
was
and Neon.
very
Insane
well
combo.
coordinated by High Society. As they're
You can
appearing
tell they've been
to
scrimming.
aggress towards the arcade
Once
side
again.
this time, and finds the lone man Vortex over there.
You should run. Get out of my way.
Pingu
But
gets the trade, though.
Gets traded out, and now it's Livid on the advantage with a seemingly
Spike down,
open
B.
B site, as it will appear that Static is going to get detained
Oh,
here.
he had no clue that was going off. We forgot
Yeah.
he lives.
Yeah, you know, they're not going to push him. They don't know where he is.
Got one.
Man,
Found him.
he's going to get caught while full blinded. But the harbor ult is coming out on the retake, and appears that Sleepy's is very low, so I would say that it is Livid who have the advantage on this round by a long shot.
Indeed, but let's see if Melly can actually get his knives. He
One
gets
enemy
separated.
remaining.
Those other Stinger hides back in top. 100 health.
No. He has the Stinger versus the Vandal.
Slowly creeping up.
Has
He
the
didn't
health
peek
disadvantage.
the tap.
Oh, he switches on.
Oh my
runs out of
God.
bullets, and it's going to be a 1v1 win for Dice Pop and High Society, keeping their streak alive.
Wow, any other gun than I think Sleepy, or not Sleepy's, but Dice Pop. I think he dies there.
Yeah, very unfortunate that Melly ran out of bullets with the Stinger there.
Yeah. Oh man, things are not looking good for Livid. I mean, they can buy again.
Yeah,
Luckily,
they can
'cause have
buy.
a losing bonus, but I don't know.
They
The
can buy,
momentum's-
but they have very bad momentum.
Yeah,
They have no
I
momentum
feel
at all.
like they're stacking A on defense.
Yeah, they're stacking towards the A site, which it would appear would be that is where the team Livid is.
Arnold
And
gets one. Gets
lots of
traded.
aggression from High Society. They get the 1, get traded, get the 2. Now they're backing
They're
up. They're on the
backing up.
advantage. They're just gonna play for the trades. Trade everything
Whoever is
down, win the
ITLing
game.
this game is very smart.
And
Uh,
Kamar
take it
takes
down,
down.
Oh,
One
restun.
enemy remaining.
Amar,
Static Void left in the clutch here.
he's swinging. He goes.
Amar
With
gets a
the
4K of his own.
Another 4K.
Yeah.
It just keep happening, bro. We're handing them out.
Yeah, there's more 4Ks. There's gonna be more 4Ks in this game.
You get a
I
4K.
will
You
tell
get
you
a
that.
4K. You get a 4K. We're gonna see someone on the bottom. They're gonna get 4K. Sleepies or Vortex.
Yeah, I think Vortex is due for a big round here.
I think he's I don't know, man. He's been
I'm gonna cast a curse him, by the way. He's not gonna do nothing.
You've been cursing. You've been cursing every single round, bro.
That's the caster's
Like-
curse. Like that's not unique to me, bro. But
I don't know. I think it's on you.
I don't think it is. I think that's any
Interesting
caster.
flash.
Sleepy's is getting met with a lot of aggression. The breach ult is coming out here.
Only Cypher gets hit by this.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sleepy's
Spike
gets one.
down A.
Braided down, and High Society on a huge advantage here. But
42.
Vortex is gaining space rapidly.
I got the spike.
Gaining space up B,
Oh,
and
Last player
oh,
standing.
Arnold!
I caster cursed him. What did I say? He whiffed a lot of shots on Arnold, and maybe Mr.
Still very winnable.
Vitamin here will have a big round. 1 versus 3 here.
It would be
And
a
Arnold
4K.
is very low. It would be a 4K. You know,
Playing corners, not really in the position to trade each other though.
yeah,
Kind of just hoping that he doesn't just swing.
yeah. This
But-
could be a 1 versus 1 fight. And as the stun is going to come out,
30 seconds
I
left.
do not believe he was caught in that. Yeah, he drops. He has to do something there. And
Yeah.
High
Only 30
Society was
seconds
ready
left.
for it.
If they
Arnold.
try something,
Arnold,
I'll see.
this is my I think second time watching him, but he's a very 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 smart player. He
very
instantly
smart.
realized
Go,
like
go, go.
this guy is going to rotate or somebody's going to rotate. Like after they like killed like everyone dropped, he
Yeah,
instantly ran.
We're gonna, yeah, like we have nobody on B. They're going to open that hole up.
Gotta
So I'm
go.
gonna go cover it.
And it looks like a default, kind of.
Kind of.
Might be a
They do have more towards Dish, but as I say
Yeah.
that, Vortex
Might be
is
fighting for
headed
that
towards the
orb.
rope.
and they get it,
They get their orb.
but they
where
They
is
don't pick up the orb.
everything? Cage trigger.
I believe that they were going for the knives on the jet or maybe the Cypher roll, but you know, they have whatever they were looking for
Found
now.
my wife.
Dice Pop is getting absolutely swarmed on site, but Static Void on the fast retake here. going to aftershock Pingu away.
What?
It's the
Enemy
4th
remaining.
kill
Pingu!
of this round, and
Pingu with a very quiet 4K.
he
I
could
didn't
have the ace
realize.
that we were talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
Arnold
wait a
Recluse
minute.
takes down Hamar though. 1 versus 5. that Arnold
Vortex is
Recluse
just
was put in.
watching Arnold.
Yeah. He was.
No.
Yeah, he was going to let Pingu try for
Yeah,
the ace, but he
Pingu
gets a
ace.
4K. You know.
Once again, it happened. It keeps
Yeah.
happening. I think that was Pingu's second 4K though.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, we actually have a 4K curse going on here. Oh, by the way, paid ad, by the way. But shout out to Nightshade, Team Nightshade.
Yeah, paid ad. Very paid.
Paid ad. Paid ad.
Paid ad.
But anyway, anyways,
Yeah,
That-
I was wondering when you were gonna say that,
I forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie.
but you know, it's a paid ad. You have to do it.
Of course, with Pingu, very very quiet 4K. I didn't realize that he got the kills on the people on site. There was so many.
You know,
other
we have
people
another
fighting.
round here where
Taking
High
out.
Society takes aggression on B, and Livid walks right into it.
Indeed, and they get the bomb.
Yeah, they have the
I don't
bomb.
know if they realize they have
but-
the bomb though.
Yeah, I don't think they realize they're backing up here.
Vortex needs to
But
start
I
throwing
don't
out
think
more smokes.
Livid realized that they've backed up either. They're not appearing to aggress out and take the bomb, but you know they're coming
Honestly,
back
it's a
towards.
smart play.
They're coming
Arnold
back
got
together.
one. Did a lot of damage to the other.
Yeah, High Society
It's
has
finally
a big
starting
advantage here.
side take. The smoke has a big hole in it.
Yeah, big hole in the smoke.
A very big hole in the
Gets
smoke.
taken down. The Vortex is walked up on Jen. He gets the kill and gets traded out.
Sleepies.
And Sleepies, he has the bomb here.
He's
Livid has to do something.
Oh my goodness, wait, there's an operator on the team.
I did not even notice that they had an operator. But
Spike here.
what Sleepies is gonna do here, he's just gonna sit on top of the bomb basically. So,
Smart plan.
30
Oh,
seconds left.
almost. It's
and he's
a
gonna
lot
keep
there.
smoking off the operator.
One enemy remaining.
Definitely
Probably
the smartest
smart play.
idea.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna
And he's
run
gonna
away
save this
now.
up.
He's gonna save it.
I'm
That is
honestly-
gonna put Livid with their backs against the wall, down with 12 rounds in
10
favor of High
seconds left.
Society.
Yeah, they do have money though. They have more money than High Society. Luckily, High Society has 3 guns saved here, so the other 2 are able to buy. But the Team Livid has basically full loadout. They've got ops. They have someone who can buy someone.
They have the
Match
op.
point.
They're gonna have the money to buy Hamar, who
If I had
doesn't
to
have the money to
guess-
buy himself.
They are definitely looking for a Killjoy orb here and taking B. Yeah, they're already sitting outside of B. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Listen how smart I am. Oh, never mind. They're not.
Well, they
going
could just
to
be crossing over to go arcade. Oh, never mind.
Possibly.
They do have the bomb towards arcade though,
They're trying to fight Dish for some reason,
probably to get the orb.
perhaps. But for
I don't know.
Jet,
Jet, yeah,
I
maybe.
guess. Yeah.
And as the buy does not come out for Hamar, and he is playing with the Stinger and light shields. Even though they did have the money to do that.
Very slow around here. Lamar
Yeah.
walking up.
Walking up, getting as much space
By
as he
himself,
can with
by the
that
way.
Stinger. He's trying to get as close to High Society as he can with that Stinger. The closer he is, the more that he can trust himself.
Only one gunfight happens, and already 2 people rotate
Yeah.
off of A. Not even an actual fight
should
either, just
run.
bullets.
Yeah, and then
There
the
comes the
Killjoy
KJ
comes
ult.
out. But-
Breach.
That could be a fake as. And, this
He's
is
trying to-
and the play that Livid was trying to see, like I see what they were trying to do, but it's not working out. 'Cause
Yeah.
They were faking the Killjoy ult to go A, but all that did is it
There's already
allowed,
people here.
is it basically enforced the rotation of High Society.
30 seconds
However,
left.
We are getting a plant down from Livid, so they have time on their side. And
have armor.
High Society gets the equalizations down. They're just gonna let the time run down, it appears.
still no armor
Vortex.
ult. Oh.
Vortex
Text
gets caught
TP's
on
behind
the teleport.
guys.
Last
But
player
Hamar is left in a 1 versus 3.
Sleepy.
gets
He doesn't even
taken
need
down.
the ult. He doesn't even need the ult. He's got HSG in the name, so it obviously gives him a buff.
And that will be the final round that High Society
Defenders
needs
win.
to take the first map.
Wow. That was an amazing game, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was
Unexpected.
very fun.
A lot of 4Ks.
Yeah.
I was
lot of
going down
4Ks.
the
A
history
lot
books
of 4Ks.
as 4K, Fracture the 4K map. Okay.
Yeah, that will we see a theme of that in the next map of the finals?
I hope not. I hope not. I want an ace, bro. I wanted to see an
Yeah,
ace.
Right.
I want more aces and less 4Ks.
Yeah, very close game overall. Insane game from both teams. High Society Gaming is taking on their map of Fracture. So very excited to see if Livid is going to be able to bring it back and take this to a best of 3. I mean, Livid did say earlier they're going to 13-0 High Society Gaming on every map. So something predictions they're all over the place right now. They aren't fully accurate. So very excited to see what's going to happen in the next game. But with that being said, everyone, we are going to go to a quick break, and we'll see you guys soon.
Standing right in front of me, you used to be someone to me. You took all of my energy and had some infidelities. The real estate inside my head you took is never coming back, but you said that it wasn't personal. And every time you lied to me, it's like I didn't want to see, cause I thought you were beautiful, and beauty doesn't want to be mischievous and devious and set a fire unto us, but you were never beautiful at all. I wasn't fine to begin with, walked all those lines to begin with, but you forced me to work on myself because you put me through hell. I guess I should thank you for that. I'm okay, but it was a real close call. It went from a walk to a crawl. Had to tear down the Berlin Wall. I was panicking, but hey, I guess that I survived you. And that shit was hard to do. I've had every shade of blues since I met you. I think that I'm over it, but then I see you out again, laughing with the group of friends. There he is, you're holding hands, makes me feel pathetic and a little bit erratic. So I drink till I can't stand, and you know I won't confront you, even though it's all I wanna do. Probably best to just ignore it, both impossible and true. I wasn't fine to begin with, walked all those lines to begin with, but you forced me to work on myself because you put me through hell. Thank you for that. I'm okay, but it was a real close call. It went from a walk to a crawl. Had to tear down the Berlin Wall. I was panicking, but hey, I guess that I survived you. And that shit was hard to do. I've had every shade of the blues since I met you. She loves me not. The petals hit the floor. know. Cause those are two of my favorite sounds. The lions at the gate in my mind, and we've run out of ammo. But everything is gonna be just fine. Can we roll it? Can we hold it? Can we drink it, chop it up and smoke it? Can we peel it? Can we pop it? Cause we don't like feeling these emotions. Can we try it? Can we find it? Can we please be kind and just rewind it? This is real life, these are real times, and we're always wanting to escape them. Put down that vice, they're on ice. Let's have a conversation. Cause you are one of my favorite songs. It always ends the same way for you. And those demons are chasing. Can we face them? Can we roll it? Can we hold it? Can we drink it, chop it up and smoke it? Can we peel it? Can we pop it? Cause we don't like feeling these emotions. Can we try it? Can we find it? Can we please be kind and just rewind it? This is real life, these are real times, and we're always wanting to escape them. All I need tonight is your All I need tonight is your voice. Let's not roll it, let's not hold it, let's not drink it, chop it up or smoke it. All I need tonight is your voice. Can we roll it? Can we hold it? Can we drink it, chop it up or smoke it? Can we peel it?
Hello and welcome back, everyone. We are getting ready for map number 2 on Pearl. I am going to go ahead and pass this over to my 2 new casters for tonight, Jamil and Paper.
I
Hi. Wait, should we introduce ourselves, Jamil?
Hi, I'm Jill. You know me, Sellout King. Nice to meet you. I'll probably be doing I'm doing your play-by-play today, so you'll probably hear my voice way more than everyone else.
Damn, and I'm Paper. I'm stuck on desk because Jamil hates me. Anyway.
Fun fact: we met like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, W is. So, as we come into Agent Select, we see. Oh God, is Penguin Instalock Cipher? I don't know this guy very well, so I don't know, but I
He did
think
cook on Cypher last game.
he
He was
did
cooking.
definitely. He
He
had
was
W
cooking.
Riz on Cipher last game, but
He did
I
have that
don't
run and
know.
gun 4K.
It was
He did have.
clean. But I feel like
It was
Killjoy is
something.
just so much stronger on Pearl as a Sentinel. Like,
I
out of the.
definitely agree on I think KJ can just hold a B site better because Cypher just I don't
Yeah.
know how you can hold a B site with him on that.
Yeah, it's strange. And then the mid lockdown that KJ can do is incredible, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, Bly is a pretty strong Pingu rather, sorry, is a very strong Cypher player, so I'm very curious, but as we see Vortex hovering the Yoru pick, which, you know, we did have prods. Oh, he already got off. That's a shame, but
And he already
prod
locked in.
Prod was wrong, of course, because Vegan Cow did lock the Yoru on Pearl, and that was incredible last season for all Elo. But as we see some locks
Select
coming
your
in, we
agent.
have Astra for smokes on both team, Phoenix, Jet. So wait, Phoenix?
I honestly I was surprised you went over it like that. But alright.
All right, everyone, and we are getting into our second game of the day. We have High Society Gaming versus Team Livid on the map of Pearl. All right, and I'll go ahead and pass it back to my amazing casters.
Well, I mean, we're still on the loading screen.
Which is so kind to us, but this gives me a minute to dog on the fact that Arnold Recluse has chosen Reyna in the finals for a tournament match.
I mean, we got someone on Phoenix. We found Phoenix on his
Phoenix,
way there.
Reyna, these are some very, very strange agent picks, but I'm very excited to see how it turns out. Now, last game, I believe, which team was it? That was like 8-4 on the half.
Livid. Livid did have the
Livid,
8-4
yeah,
half.
Livid had the 8-4 half, and we see them starting on defense again. So I wonder if they're just a defender-sided team, or maybe it was the map, because defense on Fractures is pretty tough, but I mean, they definitely pulled it off with a double sentinel, and they're running a double duelist this time, which is a bit unorthodox for an esports team.
But now let's go into the round. We got a B push from High Society Gaming. No real contestation. Hanmar does make that crazy glance. But I think, yeah, we do have a hard B push. Everyone's going up as we speak. The KNF goes out, hits Hanmar. Does he swing that? He kind of does. They have the push ready. They're all in position. Sleepy's is on site. Oh, Hanmar gets timing by Sleepy's. And that's the first blood in the round. Goes to High Society game. Sleepy's with 2. He's just going. Methamphetamine with 2. Vortex with 1. And Dice with 1 too. 2v2 scenario here.
Planted.
Vortex, I think, is under right now. Ooh, they don't know after the
Last
loss.
player
No,
standing.
Sleepy's gets the 3rd. We're really gonna get a 4K at the start. The poke does go out. Vortex 1 HP in a dream right now.
Last player
Praying for
standing.
life. Does kill Dice with a nice shot. Oh no. A whiff's coming out. Vortex tapping and he's low. Does he? It's just a bunch of whipping. The Vortex with the 3K to clutch it. Holy.
What a clean clutch, and I mean, just because Vortex clutched that up doesn't mean we should not respect that side take. That side take was incredible, and the timings that Sleepy gave himself with his smokes were, like, phenomenal. That's the kind of gameplay that you want from your smokes. And I think that a lot of people kind of look at the controller role a very different way once they start realizing that that role specifically is built to create those timings. And Sleepy's does it absolutely phenomenally. It's incredible to watch, but that
I mean, he did timing. He did hit some nice timings. It was a dirty one from him. But now let's go. We got a mid push coming from High Society. They kind of need to do something quick and fast. They can get some kills, get some eco going on the board for them on the save round. They do swing Vortex here and take him out. Static gets 1 and Aaron gets a trade off. 4v4 scenario here. High Society is just taking so much map space, but not really gaining anything. They have the spawn. Hanmar does lose out 1v1. Static gets another kill on the round. 4v3 scenario here for the team that saves. High Society has a huge round on their take right now. Already getting a crazy save. They're all going heaven. Aaron with the 1. More pick. Does Aaron get another? No one's really swinging. Phoenix flashes his own teammate. Arnold takes on methamphetamine.
Last player
Aaron
standing.
dies by Sleepies. Are we gonna see it? I mean, last map we did see that same thing, but on the other team. Tengu was just creeping and Arnold gets 1 and there is
what an
What a
odd
play.
round.
For them.
I'm very curious what those comms are like. I don't know who the IGL is for High Society Gaming, but whoever they are, their brain must be like, it's in another realm from ours, because
It is Arnold.
Okay, that explains
him cook.
everything.
Let
Look,
Arnold cook, bro.
He pulled out the grill, started sauteing, and then sauteed a grizzly bear or something, because that was strange but incredible.
My boy knows how to make a filet mignon. And now we starting this round. We got a good ass B push going on the way. Honestly, their B push take seems pretty good. It's just a quick, easy rush. But we do have a save from Livid here from losing the round. Timer trying to get some maybe timing kill on someone. Arnold just spraying. Vortex gets 2 with the judge. That's a lot of damage. Zongo gets 2 with the stinger. Just a bunch of fiending. Vortex with 3 with the judge. This can't be happening. Methamphetamine with 1. Oh wait. Alright. Static with 1. Vortex is going for the Judge Forte, and he gets it, bro. Two,
Nice.
I
What a
don't know what.
strange-
Back-to-back teams both do something with miracles, and we're just gonna let it happen.
You know, I'm very excited. This game is very fun. This series, really. I mean, it's 4K City at this point. We had 3 last game. This is our first already coming for this game, and Vortex is kind of a menace with that judge. I mean, bit of a troll, but a menace nonetheless. And we see them gearing up for an A hit here, so maybe we'll see something a little bit normal.
I think
today.
he got jealous of Arnold's just big brain and wanted to cook with his judge. But we do got an A push here. I mean, this is Pengu's site. He has it fully locked down. He's probably been waiting for them to come here. But they do get on the site because the Tripwire phase probably does destroy it. Methamphetamine does take down Arnold. There goes the IGL. Methamphetamine with 2 on Zongo. Does he clear the corner? Buster. But Pengu does get the trade-off on the Phoenix. Oh. Sleepy's is just dipping. Gets timing by Vortex. The judge. Oh, Vortex dies by Static. And Static had no chance on that round. What a quick round. And just showed the A is just not happening for a high society gaming.
There we go. Enunciate those words, Jamil. You got
Hell
this.
yeah.
So, yeah, that A take was strange. And just commenting on a second for the Cypher setup, I mean, a strong Cypher setup can easily be denied by just a Fade Prowler or a Skydog. And I think that with the setup that they have the ability to completely disrespect Cypher. We have KO and Fade and then Astra Smoke. So I think running that A side down could work if they just were a little bit more confident.
Blocking vision.
Alright. Here we go. Mid push. I mean, it's a mid push. Arnold with 1 already on armor. Honestly, Livid is just disappearing. It's already a 5v2. Teams are just becoming different every round. They just change into a different team. But they do get a free B site. And now they have info on Jet. Aaron does swing. He does take down Zongo here. It's a 2v4 situation here.
Spike planted.
Does Pengu and Aaron pull off more than just a miracle? Just dreams. Because High Society Gaming has all the space it needs. Aaron does go in, gets destroyed by Dice. Dice tells him to sit down, don't stand back up. And Pengu's just getting sprayed by everyone. I'm sorry, Pengu, but if you pull this off, you're a legend. He does take down Arnold. And I think he does get a good save here. Which I think he saves here, but if he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to. And he does go for it. And Sleepy does take him down for the round.
I don't know, that aggression, that I mean, they do have a lot of creds, so it's fair going for the kills there. But I don't know, I mean, saving is never a bad option. Don't let aggression get to your head. Anyone who's watching this, VOD or not, please calm down your aggression sometimes. Saving is okay. But that take was really good. We're finally seeing some KO util, but Zondo needs to play off it a little bit more, I think. Getting that kill on Jet would have secured them the round 100% unless Pengu pulled something really, really crazy.
I agree. I think Zondo has to probably play with the teammate more in that scenario because he does get picked off and just destroyed. But going into this round, we get a good B push here. They know never to hit A again. That's Pengu's side. They don't want to try it. The Astro Wall does go up. Vortex placing some smokes. Just a lot of util going up. This making B site just fully covered by just smoke. Fade probably does hit Vortex. Vortex is moving around. Methamphetamine takes on Dice Pop. Aaron takes on Zongo. Arnold takes on someone. I think it was Cypher. Vortex takes on Static. So many kills are happening. So many gun shots. Sleepies is in a 1v2 scenario. 1 HP. 1 tap. Just gets tapped by Methamphetamine. The Phoenix is showing. He's showing it. He's showing that it's worth it. He's going to play.
Yeah, I mean, like, all agents on the Valorant roster are incredibly strong if you know how to play them, and I think that's the big problem, is that people in especially low elo don't seem to recognize how to play a lot of agents, me included, of course. And that kind of lessens their ability to really use them as an IGL or as a player. So I don't know. Maybe Methamphetamine can bring the Phoenix back.
What a name. But what now what High Society Gaming are noticing, I'm gonna try if I mess it up one more time. They're noticing the mid push is very strong for them. That Livid doesn't know how to control the mid area, so they're gonna take advantage of it. With the mid push happening right now, on R here, Methamphetamine does try to take a gunfight. Is getting util dumped right now, and he's dumping it back. Multiple flashes. Harmar takes on Arnold Recluse. There goes your IGL. Dice Pop takes on Methamphetamine. Oh, the timing! Aaron takes on Zongo and Sleepies, but Dice Pop kills Aaron. Static kills Harmar. 2v2 situation here. Oh, Vortex. You demon for pushing that smoke. Dice Pop with the 3K. They do have a free B side. They know Cypher plays A, and they're just gonna take it. But what a battle in mid! Multiple people just got their stuff rocked and
30 seconds left.
tossed around for fun.
Let's go.
But now,
Spike planted.
can Pengu bring it back for the team? It's a very good chance. He's full HP, full shields. Dice is not looking too healthy over there. And so is Static. They're both not looking too healthy. Both playing the same angle. Which is so pretty risky because they can't play off each other's contact. But they just will probably have to double swing him. Now what does Pango do in this situation? He doesn't know where they are. No info. Now he does. And Pango kills Static. He doesn't know where Dice is. And kills Dice!
What an incredible retake from Pingu. I mean, I think that was entirely just down to the positioning that High Society Gaming had. I think they definitely have to play a bit different there. I mean, if they set up a little bit more aggressive into halls, have someone on pillar, I mean, you can't have both players playing Link there, especially on such low HP. I mean, the second that Pingu saw that they were Link, they were done for.
Uh-oh.
So, oh boy. Well, okay, Vortex has once again run into some technical issues.
But we're gonna have to let it play out.
Yeah.
And they're going into this round without their controller. A key player in their team. And let's see how this goes. A 5v4 situation already. Methamphetamine does take down Zongo. Static takes down Methamphetamine. I don't even know what type of situation this is anymore. It's a 4v3. What a Cypher trip. It's a weird one. On the floor. Dice does take down Harmar. Arnold takes on Pengu. Aaron against the world. Can Aaron clutch this? Maybe keep this team from not tilting from losing one of their teammates already. And he does take down Arnold with a crazy shot. And all of them are playing main, which isn't bad for him. It's a good area. But can he do something? In this scenario, what can he do? What can he create? The Utah on this spike too, it's rough. The best thing he can do is probably just go for a save. He does get pulled. He does get just dumped, and that's the round.
Just what a smack in the face to Team Livid there. Not only do they lose their smokes player and their top frag, but Aaron just absolutely util dumped on the spike for his retake. It's kind of scary here for Team Livid now. I mean, can they pull back a 4v5? I can't say that. If I remember correctly, we've seen something like that before in VCL, so I mean, it's not
bad. But I have a question, Paper.
Oh, really? What's your question, Jamil?
Have you ever heard of Twitch Prime?
I don't know, man. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Can you tell me more?
It's a crazy thing that if you do you have Amazon Prime, Paper?
I totally do.
And you know what Amazon Prime gives you, right? It gives you this ability called Twitch Prime. And Twitch Prime gives you a free Prime sub to one of your favorite people on Twitch. Oh my god.
Seriously?
And fun fact, you could Prime sub today to VCL. It's a free, nothing, no charge to you. All you get to do is support your favorite tournaments. You get to be there. You get to support and be in the back and enjoy your little badge and look cool in front of your friends.
Hell yeah.
And
So you're
all
saying-
the funding will go definitely to the tournaments and make everything better for you. So today, how about you Twitch Prime the VCL, and while you're at it, you could join the Discord server. It's all welcome. We all welcome you with our hands open and just ready to give you the best hug of your life and treat you well.
Absolutely. Now, coming back into the match from that amazing Twitch Prime advertisement.
My ult's ready.
Mill, do your job.
Okay. Aaron does take down the first blood with an op, which is pretty much what they're gonna need. They're gonna need that one-shot gun to secure them anything that they can get, but now he's just gonna get just destroyed. There's the amount of util that just got dumped on him. Methamphetamine got Phoenix ult dies by Arnold. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Methamphetamine all alone on that site. 3v4 situation, 3v4 situation here. The Fatal does come out, Pink creates something for them. They now know the area of Sleepies and Zongo. Does the timing go out? No, Methamphetamine. Hummer does take down Arnold. Zongo takes out, dies by Pingu. Hummer takes out Sleepies. Dice pop. The Vortex. Oh. Oh. Well,
Yeah, what a round. I mean, I don't know if Dice Pop quite realizes that Vortex is still taking a nice little nap in CT spawn, but that round was incredible. I mean, the fade ult and the immediate counter ult from KJ, I mean, that has to be built into Dice Pop's brain at this point. Like, that is a Sentinel player at heart. Seeing opportunities like that where you can use your ult to really mess with what the defense can do in any situation is incredibly important, and I think Dice Pop deserves a little bit of recognition for knowing how to use his ult properly, especially for a low elo player. Now, we see Vortex reconnect!
Vortex is back from the grave! The hero can return to bring back his team's morale and hopefully let Livid try to take this game. They want to go to the game 3 here, but we're starting the round off with an A push. I don't know if High Society Gaming is ready for Pengu. He's probably been waiting his whole life for this. I mean, it's on a save round, I think, for Livid. Pengu does get suppressed. That's like the worst thing to happen to him. Now they know he's on the right side of site. Then he drops on the secret. But now High Society Gaming is on site. Static gets the first blood in the round on Hangmar. Vortex is going in. Dies by Sleepies. High Society Gaming does just have this site now. It's over. They're locked in. Aaron dies by Zongo. Zongo takes on Pengu while he was at it because he was just trying to do something for fun. Methamphetamine 1v5 scenario here. I think it's one he should be happy. And just dies by Sleepies. And what a destructive round. What a round to just say never play A side again.
Yeah, I mean, like, this team is... Oh my god, my voice. This team is doing incredibly on A side. I mean, they have that, like, locked down, bagged and tagged, do not touch us again, but we see them gearing up for it again. I mean, will it work, or will they just get punched in the teeth like last time? I'm very excited to find out.
find you.
Alright, let's go. We're going. We're going. That's another 8 push for High Society Gaming. Hanmar is just taking those little close gunfights, but oh, Pengu does swap sides. He's kind of playing the mid-ish area. The Asher wall does go up for a fake, but the fake is pretty weird because they got spotted. So info is just all around the map right now, and I bet Methamphetamine is just confused what's happening. Hanmar does take a little, is clashing right now, stalling. Does get a nice stage pull here. Does take a bad gunfight, and Sleepy takes him down. Arnold takes on Aaron. Vortex with an off. I don't know where that came from. But this round just does not look winnable because Sleepy's is just putting everyone in the grave. Already having 14 kills. He wants to put more people in the grave. Pengu does take one. Zongo down. Static takes on Vortex. Pengu in another clutch situation, and Dice just pops him in the head and says, "Don't try ever again."
I mean,
Yeah,
they do not want to be shoved into another game with Livid, and they're really showing that right now. I mean, but the question really is like, why are there so many like 1vx situations happening at the end of these rounds? I mean, clutch situations are they shouldn't be seen so often, and it's really showing that it's because this defense has a lot of holes.
We're about to have the craziest mid-class yet. Aaron with 2, Static with 1, and what a start of a round! Something dangerous and scary just worked out for Livid. But now Arnold is creeping on A side all by himself on the lurk. He just got it. He's got it. Does he get the timing on Hanmar? Or does he not know? He does get the timing. Arnold with 1 on the round. A side is all there, but will everyone else from High Society Gaming make it before Livid does? And it looks like it does because Livid's taking it slow because they're scared where everyone is playing. And the bomb does get planted. High Society Gaming has their pressure right now. It has everything in the bag for this round. But can they lock in? Arnold takes on Pengu. That's 2 for him on the round. Zongo takes on Aaron. Methamphetamine takes on Dice Pop. There goes the KJ pressure on the bomb. Oh, why he swung on the 1v1. Arnold, can he clutch it for his boys? To send his team to a 7-5 half. The bomb is half. He's 32 HP. Methamphetamine takes him down. Does he get the bomb?
I mean, he does!
He
And
does?
he does! The clutch from Methamphetamine, that was clean. Now, he really showed that, like, Phoenix can be used and he should be respected. I mean, he kind of just, like, took their faces, slammed them together and said, "Respect me." So, I think maybe we should put a little bit of respect on his name. Now, that hold could have been incredible had they been given the time to get Dice Pop off a bomb. I don't think that they would have been able to do that kind of clutch, but it kind of shows like fast retakes are exactly what's working. Playing like their own attack is working, and now that we were switching sides, I'm very excited to see what comes from Livid.
I mean, what we can tell from Livid is they are probably a defensive team. We can see that from their hold, how they play together. They're usually trading with each other. And I think that's what High Society has to work on. They're not really trading each other, and it's more they're taking these 1v1 fights. But let's go into this round with a little of a really heavy default on the first round. With Asher and Cypher taking up R, Bomb is still in spawn, so they really don't know where they're going to go. It's more of I think they're going to look for these picks and try to just go on and see how the game plays out. Static does get some play and vision on people, on Asher here, but they don't know where Cypher is. Asher's the only one that has been spotted. Sango is taking a gunfight on B with Aaron. Aaron, does he get the one? Can he get it? He was trying for it, couldn't get it. Still a 5v5 situation here, but Livid definitely is taking the most damage in terms of Right now, Arnold does take down Methamphetamine. Methamphetamine did take one before that. He did take down Dongo. The bomb is getting planted. Tengu is just on a site. He has probably the best flank we could have happen. And Hanmar does go to mid also and kill Static. Or he dies by Static. Aaron, does he get one? Oh, the whip is coming out. Dice Pop does take down Aaron. Cypher needs to hurry up. Vortex does take down one. Pengu does take down Dice Pop. Sleepy's does take down Pengu. Vortex. Does he clutch? No, because Arnold cleans up. And a round of a lot of lurk happening, and then a lot of random gunfights.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, that default round 1 could have worked out really well, and I think Pengu's flank could have worked even better. But the big thing about those flanks, those lurk plays, is that you need to know when you should be slow and when you should be fast. I mean, Pengu had so much space to work with, and if he just, like, let go of that shift key for, like, a little tiny bit of time, he would have been there for the perfect timing on bomb, and I think anyone who plays lurk should definitely be thinking about that during their games. No,
I definitely see him getting a lot of pressure on there, and he wanted to get here fast, but he didn't want to make any sound.
Where are you?
And it's looking like it's gonna be a heavy mid push from Livid here. Livid tends to take some serious gunfights, but can they work at it? Oh, they're all going art. This art push is gonna be crazy because KJ Utah is just not gonna get any bonus here. Sleepy does take the first blood on this round. Takes on Hanmar. Sleepy takes on 2 because he wants Aaron for fun. Dice Pop takes on Methamphetamine because he's bored. Vortex is taking a crazy gunfight with Dice Pop, but Dice Pop takes him down. Egu gets his 1. He wanted a little eco bonus. And almost destroys Arnold, but Arnold cleans that up.
what a crazy fast round. I mean, high society gaming is not to be trifled with on these pistol rounds, as it seems, and they're kind of scary here. I mean, Arnold with his Vandal Force on Reyna, I mean, that's one of the best agents to do that with, and seeing him pull it out is not surprising in the slightest. And Dice Pop playing with his food, I mean, this game, it's looking pretty scary for Livid, but Livid has pulled harder things out of them, and I'm very excited to see if they can pull something out again as we gear up for what it looks like another heavy mid-take from them.
And we're going into this round. Cypher and Astra tend to lurk together, and that's what I've noticed now is they kind of do this buddy-buddy system, with Astra and Cypher always being together and following each other. But now it's looking like we're getting a B push here. Arnold has a crazy position. Hortmeyer does take him down. Arnold gets 1. Arnold gets almost 3. Aaron, but he gets 2. This is an Arnold Dino round. Arnold sparking some magic for High Society Gaming. But does he? Can he get that Aaron though? Vortex does die by Sleepy's. Aaron takes on Static and Arnold. He wants his game. 2v2 situation here. Both teams have a teammate 1 HP. But Pengu is making the journey to the west for A site. And he gets a pretty good plan. If Dice knew to pop those swarms, he could have done a lot of damage at that time. And he's gonna be pretty mad when he sees that bomb planted. But anyways, we're in this round. 2v2 situation here. Astra does have their stars down. They do go down. But the bomb is planted into a pretty good position for them. So where Livid can actually take this round. If High Society wins this could just set the momentum straight for them. And Pengu does take down Sleepy's. 1v2 scenario. Everything is against you. You have no assistance, no help. But you take down Aaron. But you had to reload on the timing, and Pengu cleans up that round.
What a strange round. I mean, those 2Ks coming out quick, snappy, just like that. I mean, that's exactly the kind of kills you want to see from anybody who has the balls to pick Reyna in a tournament game, especially finals, and Arnold's showing it off. I mean, he's pulling it.
Exactly.
Now, Pengu and Dice Pop, I mean, they're incredible Sentinel players here.
They're showing the Sentinel battle. They want
Like,
it all.
It's incredible, and I'm curious.
But we're starting off this round with a good B push here, and Zongo does get some really good info here. Knowing that 2 people are on B, obviously there can be more, and he just got even more info. And it's looking like it's going to be a fast rush for Livid here. They need to get the bomb down. They need to make their money. And Hanmar does take down Zongo. And there goes the first blood for Livid. In a position that they're not used to. But Static does swing a crazy area and dies by Vortex with the Odin. A little toxic, a little whip out of the Odin. But Pingu does place on a trip. The whole is crazy. 5 people all in B long area. Bomb is planted for them and everything. Let's see how High Society Gaming can pull this one off, because this is going to be one of those hero rounds that they need to just play together. Methamphetamine does take down Dice Pop. Dice Pop did get one before he died. Sleepy takes down Aaron. The pulls, the flashes, everything is coming out. There's just no way Sleepy's can clutch this one as much as we think he's crazy at the game. And that round is over right there. And Sleepy's does get out and lives. What a round again from Livid. Pulling another crazy round from them.
Yeah, crazy good round for Livid. I mean, that 5-man hold, once you get that spike down, unless they have 5 and they can turn that into their attack half, I mean, there's nothing you can do, and that's just terrifying when you're on defense, being in a 3v5 situation like that, when you have a team that can play together as well as Livid has been. Now, the question is...
You can tell by Livid's just playing together is crazy. They just know how to play together off of each other util and everything so well.
Yeah, definitely. They've been together for a long time, and they're showing it.
Alright. Another C, or I don't know why I think C. I'm thinking of Lotus of this map every time. I just see water and Lotus. But we do have a B push here. And Phoenix, Methamphetamine popping the Phoenix ult. He's just gunning it. He doesn't care. He got his one. He's happy with the Phoenix ult. Aaron takes on Zongo. Harmar takes on Sleepies. B site is theirs. Arnold gets spotted on flank. Everything is just going wrong for High Society Gaming right now. Dice Pop and Arnold. A 2v5 situation on save. I've seen these guys do some magical things, but this one is something that they're gonna need to like go for the most crazy journey. Arnold does pick up a Phantom, 1v5 scenario, and Harmar just says, "Shut up, bro. Sit down. Don't ever try that again."
Yeah, Livid, they have High Society Gaming by the throat now, and we thought High Society was punching their teeth in, but Livid was just taking the hits, storing the energy, and throwing it right back at them. Call him Meliodas, honestly. I mean, this game is incredible so far. I mean, both games have been so close. Livid, if they keep playing like this, I mean, I don't know what's in store for this series.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie. Livid is enjoying this B push a little too much. They know KJ's playing A every time. So they're just doing Operation Avoid Dice. They don't want to give him any impact on this defense side. They want to make him mad. They want to make him annoyed that he can't do anything because his team is just all by himself and he has to waste half of his time just rotating. The plan does go through. Sleepy does take down Aaron.
Spike planted.
Arnold, is he just going for it? It dies by Aaron. What an interesting just goal for. And Vortex swings this long-ish alley area every time, and he's gotten a pick on Static most of the time. Zongo does take down Vortex. Guys, on his hero round, 1v3 scenario. I'm gonna try. But 1v3, we know this. We've seen it happen so many times in this game already. So many people being in this clutch situation. And honestly, they're just gonna let him save. There's no point in going for the kill. They don't want to give him any like remorse of eco or something. They just want to just let him save and be happy. So another good round for Livid. That B site is just getting fondled with and destroyed on.
Honestly,
they're not letting High Society hold that.
Yeah,
and
Livid
does come through. You guys are
very
ready
strong
to talk, but for fun, we'll run it back. So one day I was walking through a park, and there was this crazy guy named Mitch JS, and he told me that, did you know that VCL is like affiliated? You know what that means? Paper?
What does that mean, Jamil?
you can sub to them. And you know what?
For
You know
real?
what? Yeah, you know what's crazy about these subs? They let you, if you have Amazon Prime and you link it to your Twitch account, you can get a free Prime sub to any of your favorite Twitch channels. And VCL is just there, you know. I'm not saying you should Twitch Prime to VCL, but I'm also just saying VCL puts a lot of hard work into these streams and tries to make them so good for you and make them as entertaining as possible. So just for today, for me, my birthday was 2 weeks ago. You could Twitch Prime sub the VCL today and give me a good little birthday gift.
Yeah, give him a gift. So you get a custom role as well.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
What a good advertisement for the VCL stream. Now, my big two comments as far as this game goes right now. I mean, one, Dice Pop has to adapt, and it looks like he has, sitting on that B side now as we run 2A, 2 mid. But the other one, I mean,
And
As-
they're just, yo, there's no way, bro. They do Operation Avoid Dice so well.
it's incredible.
But they do an A push right here. This is gonna be the first A push that Livid does try, and they go on the site so freely and just take the freest site possible. And I know Dice is fuming in his head right now, annoyed that he can never get some impact on his veto. Two flank and just that gets spotted. They're gunning it now. Pengu knows he's getting into a crazy position. Methamphetamine just eats Zongo's flash for breakfast for fun. Hamar does take down Pengu. Or, no, Hanmar takes on Zongo, Pengu takes on Arnold, Static takes on Pengu. This KJ ult, though, is gonna get a lot of impact on the round right here. Does detain Hanmar. Aaron? It is planted for Aaron here in this situation, and they now know where Aaron is, and Aaron is just tapping heads for fun. Holy!
What
Put
a
them in the
good
grid.
round. Now,
And that's two for Aaron.
No charges left.
the biggest thing I think this game, I mean, Arnold, as an IGL, this is my message to you. Your favorite words this game, I'm hoping, are let's calm down. If High Society Gaming just calms down, plays their hold, backs up, can play their retake, I mean, either one, you gotta decide and really say, like, this is ours. We hold this. You don't need to run in giving them free gunfights.
Alright, Operation Avoid Dice, part 8, I think. I don't know what part we're at, because he just can't get any impact, because now they're going B-side. But they do stack up B-side now. That's a new change that they're trying, and Arnold gets one, but dies by methamphetamine. He does get a good pick. The Astral Wall does come out for this round for Livid. Cypher is just gunning it. He gets on the side. They're planning. No spray goes through. Sleepy's does take down Tengu, and that's the first time someone has tried to do anything on Tengu when he's planning. Dice takes on Vortex. A really new change of play. It's for High Society Gaming right here. And Bomb is just down in the middle of B side. I don't know how Methamphetamine or Aaron are gonna pull this one off. If they even can. This is gonna be one of those dreams that, like, you shoot. They do get Zongo pretty low here, but do they clear anything? Is the Phoenix wall gonna come out? Phoenix does pop flash and smoke, but doesn't swing it. I don't blame him. That was
30
dangerous.
seconds left.
Oh, because he realized he can go for the orb. Okay. There can be a miracle now. Something can get created. He's just gunning it. He does get one. Can he pick up the spike? Huge. But now he has to commit to this site that is almost impossible to commit to. And Dice Pop gets the 3K. I didn't even realize he was on through 3K. But, you know, he said, you can avoid me as much as you want. I'm still going to get my impact.
Hell yeah. I mean, this is exactly what I was saying. You gotta commit to that hold. You gotta spit in their mouths and say, this is our site. Do not touch it. And that is exactly what they did. I mean, it's incredible seeing that adaptation finally come through. But now the question is if Livid can really do the same adaptation and say, you know what? Nah, it's ours now.
I really agree with you on that. Because now they're trying B again, but this time they're not stacking B like how they did last time. And Arnold does get one, and that's Pengu, which is a really huge pick because that's your spike carrier. And Hamar, Vortex, this is going to be the first time Vortex actually goes on the push with them here. Zango does pop the KO ult. That's a new change of pace to slow them down. And that slowdown is causing them to rotate right into Sleepy's arms. He just gave them a good old hug and took down Vortex. Now a 3v4 situation here for High Society Gaming. They are chilling. They have all the impact they need right now. They can just chill and let them do what Livid wants right now. And Livid is trying any form of way to try to go to a site. But with Vortex just being the biggest bully in VCL right now, he's not gonna let them. Or not Vortex, Sleepies. And now Sleepies is just gonna go for the flank. They know they can't do anything about it. Sleepies might have the best flank we can see yet.
Down B. 30 seconds left.
Aaron does pop the jet. Oh,
remaining.
pop Sleepy's head off. And Dice pop does kill Aaron here. A new pace and a new everything for High Society Gaming. They're looking like a changed team.
Yeah, I mean they've completely adapted at this point. Now Livid really has to change something like that. And I mean, I really want to see it. I mean, this game is so close. It's incredibly exciting, this series. I mean, I'm kind of curious if they're going to turn it around as we look towards another mid push and a 5-stack A from High Society. I mean, what's about to go down?
Oh my god. All it takes is just them saying, let's go B. Let's just go B. And now 5-man push mid versus a 4-man flank. Tail going R. Gets killed by Vortex. Now they know where everyone is. But they do go through the connector! All their info is getting mixed up. Livid, if they just know, if they want to, they're just gonna go take it. And they're 5-man rushing mid. They're taking it all the way to B site. It's about to be a retake. We do have Astral. The plant spot is interesting. But they do probably have the feeling that they're gonna flank. So they're playing off site. And this is gonna be an interesting hold. I've never seen this one be done before. But a crazy hold angle on Sleepies here. Taking down Sleepies is probably one of the best picks that they can do now. Dice and Arnold flanking together. A duo that you can see probably flank together a lot. Are hitting the flank for one more time. Dice takes on methamphetamine. Static is gunning it down the alleyway here. Dies by Pengu. Aaron dies. Aaron kills Arnold and Pengu kills Dice Pop. And there we go. Livid has money. They made the match point. Can they shut it up? Can they close the door and say, let's go to our third map?
Yeah, I mean, are they closing it or are they opening it for themselves? Really is the question. I mean, that'll be decided. Third map, if we can see them bust the wall down. The wall being High Society Gaming, I mean. Or will that wall stand strong and maybe drop a few bricks on their head too? I mean, I'm kind of curious and excited.
We're seeing a lot of impact from these two duelists. I'm not gonna lie. Aaron and methamphetamine, good duo. They're making their magic work. But now we're getting a 5-man push A, and this is the first time Dice gets something. They're on his side. They're in his. He's been waiting for this moment his whole life. He's ready to go make the most impact he can, and he already gets one. And he ends it right there. Gets dies by methamphetamine. But he does get his one and gets a lot of damage. This round means so much to High Society. We won't probably understand. And the Astro Wall goes out. Probably the best ultimate to help High Society get this. Livid Zango does take down Hanmar. And the Yuto dump is going crazy because just the amount of kills that happen and cleanup.
Oh my god. What a retake. I mean, that Astral Wall, the adaptation to the Astral Wall, and like the spray down, I mean, that was insane. It was incredible, but that was a lot wasted on that retake just to bring us to 12-11. I mean, we either get overtime or they close it out, and
all we got left is one KJO for High Society Gaming to send us the OT. Methamphetamine's just one ultimate orb off of his ult. so he can easily just grab that and go to B site. High Society is stacking B site. They're doing a hold. One go to Cubby, the other go behind Pillar. This can be a hold that they won't expect, but Livid is doing something. They're all going 5-man mid. We haven't seen them do this yet. Once, all together, just risking it all on this one alleyway push. And Harmark dies by Zongo. They're going with the same plan spot as they did last time. Static takes on 2. Sleepy takes on 1. A 2v4 situation here. Do we go into OT? Are we going? Pengu takes on 1. The util dump is just happening. Or I think we're going to OT. Send us the OT, bro. Because Arnold just sticks. And T, but we're going to OT.
Last player standing.
What
Switching
an
sides.
insane,
Overtime.
second half going and bringing us into overtime. I mean, both teams are really like kicking into high gear. I don't even have the words to describe how excited I am to see what comes here. I mean, we see the Livid is setting up pretty default. The 2 duelists hanging back on B side maybe. Pingu setting up with his A. We know his A is strong. Fade takes it. Okay. Can we decide where we're going, guys? Fade is now taking mid. Astra sitting down connector, and the 2 duelists still holding pretty back, but we're gearing up for an A hit.
We do have a good A hit from High Society here, but it is Pengu's site. This is probably what he's been waiting for also. Both Sentinels know how to capitalize on their site and know how to get it around. But now let's see how they can do it, because the A push is looking fully committed because they're dumping the util. And they're waiting. Hanmar does get spotted by the Fade Eye. Almost gets Prowlered. Vortex gets 1. Hanmar gets 2. And the round looks more than dead. But Arnold has easily... We've seen someone else get into the same flank with Pengu. Can Arnold do anything? No, because Aaron cleans it up. A 1v5 situation here for Static. He gets 1, but dies to nothing from me. And wow, what a round.
That round was crazy fast for Livid. They just have to close it out now. I mean, OT is a very scary thing, and Livid is not any new to overtime from their time on CSG. I mean, I still have flashbacks to that 1917 game that Melly dropped 50. So,
oh my god.
I mean, will we see the overtime warriors come out and win us this game here?
The round is starting with their favorite push yet, B push. And Arnold and Static are in this position. Static, just the kills going out. A 1v3 situation already, and
just
that might have been
boom.
the
Oh my
round
god.
that we've had yet in this
That
series.
round was not even till 130. That was just a boom. Kills
It was
came
a
out
bang,
like
bang,
that.
pew, pew, bang, bang, pew.
Like, holy, that was incredible. Just crazy fast, bringing us to the second time in OT, 13-13. Now, it seems like defense is just so much easier than attack, and we really don't know what's going on now. I mean, we're gearing up for another A hit with just Fade and Jet hanging kind of back.
Okay, I see it's kind of risk for High Society to try this A push again. But you know, it's looking like they're just trying to fake it and sell it off. Which, it kind of working. Livid is going. But I also think High Society is going here. Because they have 4 people in that A lobby area, and Pengu just takes on Arnold. That's already a huge downgrade. Armar takes on Sleepies. Already a 3v2 situation, or 5v3 situation. Hello to Neil. It's a bad situation here. It's almost just getting closed out right here. Pengu takes the easy space. They have space on Spike. And now all they have to do is just let these guys walk into their gun. Oh, hop off your cam. Tengu takes on Zango. A 3v2 situation. Static dies by Vortex. The Odin spray hits. Dice versus the world again. We've seen it multiple times. He's been put in this scenario too many times. And just dies by methamphetamine.
Like, these quick shutdowns, like, they seem to be the theme of this OT. The question is, will we see the exact same shutdown coming? I mean, if I'm on the side of HSG here, I mean, I'm thinking, alright, same thing, snappy, let's end this quick. We don't even want to give them a glimmer of hope of getting onto site, getting that bomb down, anything. We shut it down, we bring
it looks like they're changing their... It's looking like a massive mid together.
Oh boy.
Society.
And Livid is doing the same thing as they did last round, but their Jet is sitting in the corner of spawn.
One suppressed.
I think Aaron sees something that we don't know. He sees the lurk. He knows one of them is gonna try it and lurk. But now the buddy system has never failed Livid once. So we're gonna see how it goes. And I think we're getting that art push, that A push that high society just doesn't expect from Livid. Now Dice, he's gonna have to pull up some magic. He's gonna have to work his Sentinel impact and just show how he's just better. He's getting overwhelmed. Alarm bot swarms out, getting their damage. Let him cook, Dice. We're letting you cook, but Sleepy's kills Pengu. Harmar takes on Static. 4v4 situation here. Harmar takes on Dice. Or are we going to the third map? As close as we can get. Zango takes on Harmar. Phoenix with the easy post line with some flashes. Aaron takes on Zango. Sleepy takes on methamphetamine. Where is Vortex? Vortex is on a journey. No, Vortex, buddy, and Sleepy's with the 4K.
Come on, those comms had to be just calm down, no.
Like the amount of times that they just they didn't even touch bomb and they were swinging.
Like, don't peek. Oh boy, guys, in the timeout, big timeout coming. Walker, please talk. I don't want to sound mean, but talk a little, tiny little sprinkle of sense.
Something to wake them up and tell them, guys, we have the time. They had the positioning, they had everything. But you know what they didn't have, Paper?
What did they not have?
Twitch Prime. They didn't have. They're just. I don't think none of them are Prime sub the VCL. And fun fact, if you Prime sub the VCL, you get a little like aim buff. It's like 2%. It's like a 2% aim buff. It makes you just aim a little better. It gives you that motivation. It makes you cooler than everyone else. And fun fact, you know, when you're cooler than everyone else, you just perform better. And VCL gives you that cool bonus. But holy man, these rounds are so quick, or either it's just so intense. I know
they
that
are like
these guys have something going on in their heart right now. They're fighting for something. High Society's just fighting to close it out and take their first ever VCL tournament. Livid is just trying to take it out and go to the third map so they can take their first VCL tournament, I think. And both teams are just fighting with their might. It's the Sentinels that are showing the most impact right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like, Sleepy's with the undercover 30 bomb, might I add, but this has just been a crazy, crazy game, and it's just shutdown after shutdown after shutdown, and we might just see it again.
Vortex taking that position behind Pillar.
Concealment.
This is something that I don't.
Obscuring vision.
Oh, getting spotted by that Theta was not the best, but he does get his good one. Taking out Sleepy is probably the best thing that they can do. And Harmar takes on Static. Oh, the reload is crucial and terrible timing. But Arnold takes on Harmar. Dice and Arnold, two people, again, they're a duo that has been put into these scenarios the times together. They have crazy chemistry. So can they work their magic to take this B site? Pengu is just setting up. He's having a good time. Arnold picks up an Odin. We're seeing something dangerous here. Dice gets spotted by the camera.
30 seconds
Phoenix
left.
is methamphetamine's making the journey back.
There.
Aaron's making his journey back. But Dice has to go for this plant. Starts the plant. Arnold's watching a different angle, and methamphetamine takes on Dice, and Pengu takes on Arnold.
And
15-14. Can High Society clean it
Switching
up?
sides.
Can they shut
Match
this game
point.
down? Can they finally just win and go to this third map? Well, I don't even
Well-
know what the third map is.
One, Lotus. Two, High
Oh my
Society
God.
Gaming is not the one closing it out, but good try. So,
True.
anywho,
I think
Livid
you're right.
has been
Yeah.
like really snappy with these retakes, with these holds. I mean,
Oh.
but that takes are like, they gotta be like, boom. You know, they can't be like
Boom, boom, bang,
Ah.
bang, you know?
exactly.
They're doing like the bang. And Arnold dies by Vortex. That's the bang.
Bring them down.
And Static is just getting scared right now off of the amount of gunshots he heard. The craziest flick I've just seen. But now it's looking like an art push. Pengu's leading the charge.
Turn down.
And he goes to ace side here. I don't know how they're gonna play main here.
Spike planted.
But this be it. 5v3 situation. High Society has to do some miracle magic, take down 5 people, and then defuse the spike. And Dice dies by
Last player
methamphetamine.
standing.
1v5 situation, and they
were
did
done.
Attacker.
it! Living
They did
does it. And finally closes out the game at a 16-14 final to take us to our third map, Lotus. Let them cuck, bro. They're cucking the Lotus.
Yes, sir. They are officially cooking. With that being said, really great game coming in from them. And we're going to go to a quick...
Summer days slipping away up old roads, just us alone. Neon skies, a world behind. Before we fell out and said our goodbyes. I know it's hard letting somebody go. I see the stars, I still feel you close. Memories on replay from all of those days. When you think about them, do you feel the same? Oh, tell me, do you, oh, feel like I do, oh. Wish that things were different and time didn't go slipping. Oh, tell me, do you feel the same like I do? Feel like I do. Feel like I do. You think about it, you feel the same. Looking back, they're in the sand. Those were the best times that we ever had. Memories on replay from all of those days. Do you think about them? Oh, tell me, do you? Oh, feel like I do. Oh, wish that things were different and time didn't go slipping. Oh, tell me, do you feel the same like I do? Feel like I do. Feel like I do. You think about it, you feel the same. Tell me, do you? Oh, feel like I do. Oh, wish that things were different. Time didn't go slipping. Oh, tell me, do you feel the same like I do? Feel like I do. Feel like I do. You think about it, you feel the same. Tell me, do you? Oh, feel like I do. Oh, wish that things were different. Time didn't go slipping. Oh, tell me, do you feel the same
be a king like I got cash tonight. Cause no one in this club knows I can't pay my rent on time. So I'ma be a king tonight. Maybe I'll get lucky saying I've been hustling, maybe on a company. Cause I don't know nobody in this place. Plus I'm never gonna see your face until maybe when we wake up, kinda hungover. And you wish I said a little bit more. If I did, you wouldn't have come. So I gotta keep my mouth shut. But I'm about to say it out loud. Cause damn, I really like the way I'm feeling next to you. I'ma need a drink before I lose my cool and tell you that I'm no one broke as fuck. But let's get drunk, cause we don't gotta talk about it. I'm lonely, but you don't know me. So we don't gotta talk about it. Oops, I'm talking about it again. I should probably stop before you find me on LinkedIn. I wanna fit in, cause you're impressive. And I'm embarrassed, so I really hope you're lying too. But it would be cool if I liked you a little bit less than I do. We could be through when the night's done, and we won't have to talk again. But damn, I really like the way I'm feeling next to you. I'ma need a drink before I lose my cool and tell you that I'm no one broke as fuck. But let's get drunk, cause we don't gotta talk about it. I'm lonely, but you don't.
Welcome back, everyone. We are officially ready for our third map of the day, High Society Gaming versus Livid. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to my two remaining casters, Mew and Paper Teeth.
Alright, I already did my intro, but I'm taking over play-by-play now for Jamil. Not that I think I can live up to him. And
I got benched
Mew, what
off
about
play-by-play because me and Proud were just having a conversation the entire time. But, you know, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, now, coming into Agent Select, we see insta-locks from Melly and Hamar for Reyna and KO, respectively. Now, Reyna on this map is going to make me flip my lid, because what are you doing not running a Neon Arrays? But Melly has
I
pulled some
mean,
stuff off in the past.
I don't hate the pick because if you're good enough, it can work. Because we saw this when Firefly White beat O Block, my bad, in the finals. I believe Slates was playing the Reyna, and we won 13-5 on Lotus. But a different approach
I
here
don't
from
know.
Vortex playing the Killjoy compared to the Chamber, which is my personal preference for this map.
And Pingu jumping to Harbor, who's, I mean, he is definitely a very strong controller player, but I feel like if you're running a Harbor, you gotta be running, like, another controller with him just to really, like, seal the deal. But on the other side for High Society, we have an Astra hover, a Raze hover. That's what I like to see.
Choose your
A
agent.
Cypher hover and a KJ hover, which is kind of surprising. And the Fade pick, I really like the Sova from
Two
Methamphetamine, though.
Sentinels.
Yeah, we've seen a double 2 Sentinels from this series.
And obviously the harbor, the single harbor on Fracture was on the winning team, High Society, for that map.
This
But
is true.
it's always something to look at. Oh, alright.
Oh, great, Mitch. Mew, I'll let
Yeah.
you take pre-round.
Yeah, Mitch is throwing me under the bus here, and then Paper Teeth is throwing me under the bus again. I don't have anything to say. I'm kind of interested on why there's no chamber for either sides. I believe he's very strong on this map. Like, it's a smaller map. His trip covers a lot of space. You can go a lot of places and still be in the range of the tripwire. His teleport is obviously there's a lot of close angles, so you can put his teleport down and then peek out and teleport back. So I'm obviously a big chamber fan, but I am kind of surprised to not see a chamber coming out from either sides, especially with the Reyna coming out for Livid. Obviously, at least one person in this game trusts themselves very much. play the Reyna.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
That goes there.
Team Livid on the attack is appearing to head towards the A site for their pistol round, which is being defended by currently only the Astra.
Yeah, now coming into the round, I mean, we see them start pushing up onto rubble coming into A site. I mean, this is a very standard push for Lotus, especially for pistol round, but the Cascade comes in blocking stairs and main, but they're pushing right on through their own smoke. Astra sets up in silent drop as we see the quick rotate already. Pingu drops Arnold in heaven, and Sleepy's in silent drop. Is he gonna get Zondo? Dice Pop gets Meth. Zondo gets Pingu. Humar gets Dice. Aaron closes it out, getting the pick onto Zondo and silent drop. I mean, what a quick round once you really got those people in there.
Yeah, very fast execute by Livid, a very strong sight hold on the retake, and High Society just they couldn't fight back enough, and they dropped the pistol round.
Yeah, and it was like a really snappy loss too. Now, we've seen a theme of counter forces here, but it doesn't look like High Society Gaming wants to run that again. But as we come into round 2, we see a bit slower of an approach as we have Fade set up on A with Astra. The Server Dart comes in, the Cascade comes in, Astra smokes down, Fade Eyes down, bunch of util being thrown out, Sleepy tucks into that corner. Sova, Reyna, maybe Killjoy? Yep, Killjoy coming into tree as well, pushing this Fade. Hubba coming around to open that door again, not sure why he doesn't just come in main, but KO is on the flank watch instead of the Sentinel player, which is understandable, I suppose, if you really want to run it that way. But these kills are coming in quick and fast for High Society Gaming. Dice Pop gets methamphetamine, Static gets Pingu with the shorty. Oh, just disrespectful. Picking up his gun, but Hamar has the gun up in heaven covered. Dice really wanted it, but didn't look like he could get it. As he sets up in silent drop, drops his sentry down, so they know he's there. Static gets Hamar on the lurk up from main. We have Melodies and Melodies gets Static. It's traded out by Dice. Now it's a KJ v KJ, but 0 time. And Dice Pop gets dropped by Vortex.
If I'm Livid in that situation, I would not like to lose that many guns. You know, they were up 5 versus 2, and then it became a scary situation as High Society worked down to the 1 versus 1 situation. And they also lost a lot of their guns, so... But
yeah,
it does appear that this round they are going to force up and play rifles versus rifles on the 3rd round.
Yeah, I mean, but we see a really scary play gearing up here with the Astra Star down, the Rays nade out. All these paint shells. No, they pull back. They have some brains hidden up in there. But the Cascade comes down, standard push, seeing it over and over again these last couple of rounds. But open up breakable, and KO's geared up on
the Harbor ult that it appears the Fingers were looking to use here.
Yeah, Arnold dropped methamphetamine over on A site. Harbor ult comes out, Plant comes down, they catch Dice in heaven, they know he's there. Vortex is setting up for post plant. Bunch of util comes out as we see 2 coming up from heaven. We got 1 B-Link, 1 breakable. Hamar gets dropped on the trade. And we see Pingu getting into a gunfight with Zondo, spotted out by Static's camera. Fade Eye coming down. Static pushed up, drops Pingu. Cypher ult goes down. Aaron and Vortex in a... Oh my god. What a quick retake. I mean, that was a bit scary for Livid as we bring it to 1-2.
And High Society, they pick up their 1st round of this game. And Livid, even though they did force up last round, didn't work in their favor. Now they are on a very low purchase. Or at least, I assume that is what they're going to do. Even though they are not doing that just yet. Alright, and it appears they are going to be buying for the next round in mind.
Yep, and they're kind of looking to default, maybe leaning towards C site. Sova drops his dart, the Astra Star, the Raze nade already down. Raze's util is so important on this map, and I feel like wasting it that early can be detrimental when you don't have the intel that they're there. Pabba's wall comes up. Static pops both of the one-ways at the same time, despite the Astra smoke that's already down. A little bit of a communication error, probably. Fade Prowler's up, sees that they've backed out, and they start pushing into B site. Pingu already set up in that corner, gets dropped by Arnold.
That is the bomb down on site. It's going to be very tough for Livid to try and retake the bomb there.
Definitely, that is a horrible spot to have bomb dropped, and now they're sitting in that smoke. Static drops Vortex. Zondo gets spotted by the Sova drone, but nothing they can do to play off it. You know, both players are there. They have Static coming up on the door. Hamar's not even looking at it, and he gets dropped by Zondo.
Nothing for Hamar to do there on the low buy, and the bomb in the middle of sight in High Society's control. Very tough situation for Livid to be in. But it does appear that now they can purchase a full inventory, that they would love to do so. But High Society is starting to stack up some money. And it appears that they will be more fine than not if they drop this round.
Yeah, definitely. And they're gearing up for another A hit. Someone pinged the Astra Star saying like, hey guys, look out, let's not. But they back out. They keep themselves disciplined. But Arnold's pushed up.
Yeah, Arnold!
Holy
the ace!
Oh my god! Arnold
just walks up, gets the ace.
Oh my
That's something
god.
amazing by Arnold. And
That was
in
incredible.
the last game that I was casting, there appeared to be a lot of 4Ks. And Prod was wishing for an ace. But it appears he has finally got the ace that he wished for.
Wow, just wow. I mean, Arnold's aggression there pays off as he gets the ace. Just incredible. Zondo, as he said in the chat, was eating grapes, was his excuse.
And that's very healthy, as Pingu would say.
Of course. Now we're gearing up for a B hit here. Dice's util getting thrown. The Razor coming out. Does he get anything? Nope. Rosa.
Yeah,
Good spot out. We saw chilling. Bomb gets down by Pingu. Pingu gets dropped by that.
Arnold on 1 health.
Oh my god. Kills after
He
kills
just
after
stay
kills.
alive.
And Mel backs up. Oh my
1
god.
versus 3 situation for Melodize here.
With a sheriff as well, but they line up. Oh, and he just
Gets the
gets
1 on
scared.
to Arnold, who had very low health, but
I mean, what a scary
I-
round. That was terrifying.
High Society is starting to build some momentum, which obviously they had a lot of momentum on Fracture earlier. And it led to them winning that map, so
Yeah, and I
know,
mean,
can they do
these
the same
games-
here?
Yeah, that's the big question. I mean, all of these games have been super close, long matches. We're talking like we've been here for 2 hours now, so very excited. We see them. Oh, the KO ult comes out, nullifying all of KJ's
Yeah,
util as she runs
Dice
right
is
out.
very not happy with that. Hamar is pushing up very far.
Lamar definitely
Taking
overextending
the fight
here,
with Stondo.
taking advantage of the fact that
Taking space, gets the pick onto Dice, but gets traded by Sleepies.
and Mel has pushed right back up though with his ult. Gets dropped by Sleepies. What a good kill for them. Arnold on the lurk up here might catch KJ. Drops KJ, doesn't clear Sova. Sova gets the trade, brings out his ult.
Enemy remaining.
This is a scary round for Sova. I mean, pushes up right into Sleepy's crosshairs. He gets that 4K. Just what a clean round for High Society.
Yeah, it was a very nice round for them. Livid was on the buy, so now it appears that they do not have the most money in the world, but they're going to work with what they have.
Sorry, I had a bagel up my mouth. But yeah, that's all you can do in this scenario, really. I mean, you can't just keep giving them rounds, but you can't let yourself like fall into such a like low buy in this stage of the game, but we see them gearing up for a C hit here, running right into the Cypher setup. Now the Cypher setup has not been changed, so they seem to. Oh, and so much Uto
scanned by the Sova.
Can't get anything
by the
off
Harbor.
Uto. Just gets dropped in sight.
He's probably feeling like playing Overwatch right now.
A little bit, you know, that call's a pretty common one for me. Zondo gets Hamar and as he gets a little too aggressive. Hamar definitely has to calm down a tiny bit there. Pingu pushes up, gets dice pop, Sleepy's drops him. He was going for that KJ ult, I know it, and they're all pushed into Ben now. But wasn't too scary as they had all of Ben to work with. Meth gets Sleepy's, Arnold gets 2. Zondo and Arnold pushing onto Vortex's setup. Vortex gets Arnold, starts running away. He plays time. There is no way that Zondo can get this round, and that will be it, bringing us to 5-3. No, I mean 6-2. Sorry. Oh, Zondo still gets Vortex. Definitely not enough time.
I don't think he has the time to defuse, but very well played in that situation by Vortex.
Yeah, incredible, really. Like, Vortex is a very confident player. I mean, we've seen that before, and seeing that he has the discipline to like, hey, okay, let's calm down, and we're gonna play time. I mean, that's good.
You have to make the smart play there, and make the smart play.
And he did, and we have to respect that.
And smart plays win games.
Let's flush them out.
No, we see Arnold and Astra still set up here, still doing this, and it's not really done anything for him before. KJ almost throws himself right into it.
I mean, he did get an ace off of aggressing up, but
not the nade though. Wasn't the nade.
Was not the nade.
Yeah, as we see they start pushing up, Arnold's starting getting sprayed through the box. They don't even try and shoot the KO knife. KJ drops Arnold.
Sleepy's runs in, gets the one, gets traded out by Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just snappy. I mean, I don't know why he pushed that. Why not just shoot the KO knife and fall back? Jesus, I cannot speak today. Now, Static and... Static drops Hamar. Cypher ult goes down. Zondo gets one, spotted out and silent drop. They know he's there now. Who's pinging me? Now, we see Sova set up alone in tree as KJ set up in main. They aren't even looking at main. Gets a free one onto
Dice. 2 versus 1 here for High Society.
Yeah, can Vortex close it out? Vortex drops Zondo. Stalls him off the bomb.
And Vortex
with
the 4K. You know, as we were talking about the 4Ks, me and Prodigy were on Fracture. He gets a 4K of his own.
I believe that makes it number 6 in this series. Is this a VCL record? Can we
I haven't been counting, I can't lie.
Stats team, get on that. But yeah, I mean, these games are just so close lately. I mean, it's incredible. This is what you want from a finals game. Now we see them gearing up for another B hit, coming right into Dice's setup. He's twirling his little mustache. Ha ha ha, yes. Come to me. And that they do. With the KJ ult, selling the commit, pushing in. Plant coming down from Vortex. KO pushing up near Breakable. Pingu coming up Heaven as they fall back into main. Aaron watching that flank. Sleepy's and Arnold are looking at it. They smell something. They drop Vortex. Aaron gets the trade on Arnold and gets the drop on Sleepy's. Dice gets Pingu as we're set up for a nice 3v3 here. Static getting on bomb, gets dropped by Hamar. Nightfall comes out. Hamar gets Zondo. It's now a 1v2 situation for Dice Pop, and I mean we've seen him pull some things. I wouldn't be surprised. Aaron throws out the Leer and drops Dice Pop to bring us to 5-5.
You know, High Society, they had a lot of momentum, but now the momentum has shifted. It's going towards Livid's way now, as they were down, but now they have tied it back up at 5 rounds.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Rivers have not been kind, and they clearly need to go to a psychiatrist because they are going every which way right now. But it's definitely making for an entertaining game for us to cast. But
I like
Now,
your
Arnold
idea that
gearing
Dice
up.
has a mustache with his twirling. I like that idea.
Arnold pops the ult, popped by KO ult. And he backs up, doesn't want to mess with that anymore. Dice Stark and just gets
And
rolled.
Dice gets absolutely taken down.
Just
Vortex is on that lurk up A, as you can see on the mini map.
Spike planted.
yeah, Zondo gets pulled back. Hamar overextending, gets the kill on Zondo. Aaron gets dropped. Vortex gets
Last player
sleepies,
standing.
and Arnold. And Hamar gets
And Hamar
static.
dropped static there.
It is just
Very
like,
well
boom,
played by
boom,
Livid.
Boom, boom, boom.
Last round in the
Like,
half.
this is what I like to see as we get 5-6. Question is, will High Society Gaming be able to bring it to 6-6, or will we see a bit of a lean towards Livid?
I mean, we did see this last time. Livid had the lead. Well, not on Fracture. The last time I was casting. Livid had the lead. And then High Society, they won the last round of the half, and then they got some huge momentum going off of that.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it could be the same thing on Lotus here.
Yeah. Now, like, commenting on the whole thing of momentum, like, people don't realize just how much momentum does for your mental, but you know what a Sentinel's job is, Mew? It's to take that momentum and shut it down. And it's really a question
And
of
in the face of the Harbor ult, not playing on his usual location, can he do this?
Gets dropped by methamphetamine, does not get any value. Pingu bringing the plant down, planting for Mound. Zondo gets chipped by the methamphetamine util. Soviet util. Arnold's coming up with that glowing champion phantom. You shut your mouth. Asherwall coming down. Very, very good retake util. Aaron drops Arnold, Pingu drops Sleepies.
Player standing.
And what a quick round. That retake just shut down.
Switching sides.
You can see here from Livid, they, on Fracture at least, they had the very sided team comp towards the side that they were starting on. But on this side, their team comp could work on defense too. They have the 2 initiators, they have the lockdown Killjoy Sentinel, you know, and they have the Harbor, which obviously you can smoke off whatever angle you so desire. And it is appearing to be the solo Harbor holding down C, which is where High Society is appearing to be headed. And Livid is appearing to take some aggression towards A. They have the 3 players there compared to the 1 on the 2 other sites.
Now, Pingu
takes down the
situation.
Cascade and
Starts backing up. Definitely needs to play retake here, but does he? He's confident. He's sitting down. He wants this site. It's his. As we get the rotate from oh, Dice Pop was dropped. What did that happen to Aaron? Dropped by Zondo. He gets
by
added.
Hamar.
Vortex gets Zondo. Sleepy's
One
get
enemy
Vortex.
remaining.
Hamar gets Arnold. Quick kills, and Sleepy's drops Hamar.
Sleepy's Pingu on very low health.
Pingu's low, methamphetamine spotted, and drops
Takes down
Sleepy's
Sleepy's.
with that clean sheriff head zap. Whew. These rounds are, they are snappy. Now, as we see they are gearing up for another A hit here, and we have Aaron and Hamar gearing up for what looks like some early aggression, so I wonder what's going to happen here if they do that. With Arnold, oh, they pull back off the KO knife there.
They're going to be aggressing up against High Society on the eco very early.
Aaron just eats that KO flash.
Zondo picks
drop
down
Aaron. Static gets Hamar, methamphetamine gets Static. Sleepy drops now.
And the aggression does not appear to pay off in Livid's
At
favor
all.
as they drop guns. They drop 4 of their guns and are now on a huge disadvantage. Pingu, though, is left in a 1 versus 3 with time not being on his side.
Question is, does he just walk right into that turret range? Does he open the door? The turret goes down. He walks out of range.
However, it could come back up, which is at a risk of happening here.
Yeah, Dice watching drop. Pingu comes up and dropped by Dice. Just what a terrifying round. I mean, they were on a save. I mean, like Livid had everything in front of them, and they squandered it. They threw it right away, and that's just horrible to see. But Methamphetamine is able to buy a Spectre and Light Shields here, so they have a little bit of something in the way of guns. Pingu getting a Spectre himself. Vortex, oh, they're forcing up now. But we see 2 Vandals coming out for High Society Gaming, and the rest sticking with their Spectres. Pingu.
It has to be a huge round for High Society to win. You break Livid's momentum and you get the eco win.
Yeah, definitely. Pingu falling back, dropping his Harbor util a little quick as he forwards up. Prowler's down. Nano's Swarm to stall a little bit, but question is, will they commit? The door's open, and they start pouring over into B site right into Hamar. The question is Hamar ready for it? Vortex certainly is as he drops Static. Pingu getting sleepy, Arnold getting the trade off.
And a Vandal is now in the hands of Team Livid.
Aaron drops Dice, Hamar gets Zondo with the fragment. As they make Arnold run for his life.
In a very tough situation to be in.
Definitely, and they know where Arnold's gonna be coming from. He gets 1, he gets 2!
His third on the round and takes it down to a 1 versus 2 situation.
And
but
he
the
has
bomb
ace
is in Livid's control, and Methamphetamine is coming up behind him.
Oh, and he gets Arnold with the team ace. That's insane. Just incredible round so far this game. I mean, I'm incredibly curious how this game's going to continue to play out with the score right now going 9-6, leaning for the side of Livid, but will High Society be able to bring it back, close it out for themselves? I mean, this series at a 1-1 right now. We're on our 3rd map.
Will be the final map of the series. Winner takes it all.
Winner gets all of the marbles, and those marbles are very shiny. And Aaron needs to be looking those marbles in the eye and saying, I want them, but it's going to be pulled back by the fade. Arnold set up for Aaron's head, but
there is 3 towards the A from Team Livid here.
Yeah, we're all leaning on that A side. C wide open. I mean, all they have to do.
High Society is going to be committing that.
Yeah, they commit. They lose Static and Dice Pop, both of their Sentinel players down to Hamar. I mean, what do they do here? Hamar opening the door. Aaron and him looking for some aggression. Aaron drops Arnold.
1 enemy remaining.
Meth drops Zondo to 1v5. He just gets 1 and gets traded out immediately by Hamar. Bringing us
just a beautiful round from Livid there.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And now we see, if we look at this ultimate economy, regardless of the gun economy, we see the Razor, we see Astral Wall, Cypher All, and compare that to Livid's measly little KO All. I mean, they could definitely get a free round here, I think, no?
I mean, I guess it depends. If they dump all of their ults onto one site, but then the KO just nullifies it all away, then High Society will be in a very bad position for the future.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that KO ult is so strong, and you really have to bring attention to that, but they start pushing on the B side right into KO as he pops his ult. Exactly what we wanted to see. Pingu coming up on Mount.
Sleepies.
Oh my god! Just boom, 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 boom.
And
what
as I say that, everybody gets picked off. Not just
my. Static dropped by Methamphetamine. He said, I want my 3K, I will have it. And he took it.
Watch them run when lit by my sonar. That's
and Team Livid here. Team Livid here, they are certainly realizing that 2 more rounds is all that they need to win. For most of them, probably their first VCL championship.
Yeah, this is a crazy game so far, and I mean, I'm kind of thinking about this from the eyes of high society. I mean, in Arnold's eyes, like, how do we bring this back? How do we bring it back from 6-10? I mean, Lotus. Oh, and they're pushing right into Pingu, and they don't even clear him. Oh, there it
They
is.
do clear him. The
Cypher
ultimate's coming
comes
down.
out.
High Society is exploding onto this site.
Yeah, Vortex trying to do what he can to stall them. Watch. Trying to dice pop. Sleepy's got some more. Sova ult goes down. Drops static. Good value from that Sova ult. We see a 2v4. Zondo set up alone on Bend as Arnold pushes up into CT. No.
It appears that the Astra and Killjoy are just going to play for their utility and stall as much time as they possibly can.
Yeah, definitely a good idea. And
Last player standing.
Arnold coming up on flank. He might get the timing here on Melly. Melly drops dice. Will Arnold get spotted? Oh, he doesn't clear Arnold and he gets the free pick.
Huge
us
run to win for
11.
High Society. They need
Definitely.
they need that.
I mean, the history of this map has shown, like, all you need is momentum. That one round, that'll bring you, like, a good 4 others, minimum. So, momentum is... It's looking like the rivers are shifting again, the tides are turning, and the tables are...
Also turning.
They're probably sitting there, actually. The tables are...
Yeah,
tables
are
right
not
now.
inanimate objects. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
thinking about that one.
Yeah,
But
that's my bad.
we have a new round that is being played, with High Society leaning heavily towards Vortex and his C setup.
Yeah, I mean, Vortex is showing that he knows how to use that KJ util effectively. Doesn't get tagged by the Fade ult.
Takes down
Drops
static. A lot of damage dealt onto Zonda there.
And they pull right off of that, leading towards B site. Quick rotate. Aaron drops Zondo with a wall bang. Arnold jumps
Now
in.
everybody on Team Livid is now on the B sites.
Yeah, and that attack of lockdown comes down.
Gonna
Aaron
try to
pushes
take it
like
down,
a dice.
but
They're all pushed off
everyone
site.
gets
Last
out.
player standing.
Meth drops dice.
The
Double
Sleepies, and he gets
swing.
taken down. Livid. One more round until a championship for them.
Match point.
One round is all that this team is looking at until they get their first ring in their first ever tournament. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, these are old TSG players that, as far as I know, haven't seen the rings. Lost last finals. I mean, I'm very curious. Like, are they gonna be able to close this out? Drop High Society Gaming. I mean, these are. Livid is technically a new face, and High Society has been here for a while. They really want this.
High Society, though.
Melly drops Arnold. Takes the IGL. Takes Dice Pop.
Static
drops
take down Pingu.
Samar gets Zondo. No ace.
It's not
from
looking
Melly.
good for High Society. They've made the finals many
Yeah.
times before, but no championship yet.
Static. Right clicks Meth. Oh my, Sleepy's getting the
Meth
plan
got a
now.
little bit excited there. But
Vortex.
Vortex, and it's just
Lockdown
Static.
goes.
1 versus 3, and he is
And we
taken
are
down.
done.
Livid gets a championship. High Society is denied until another day.
And wow, what a series coming out from High Society and Livid. We ended up seeing Livid taking it 2-1, finishing it off on Lotus. Very well played games from both teams. I definitely didn't think we were going to go to a third map, and I feel like most people didn't. High Society Gaming played extremely well. They were definitely the underdogs in this tournament, and I'm sure we're going to see them around again. But I wanted to take some time real quick before we end the stream for the night and talk to our player interviews, talk a little bit about Rivals. If you guys have not signed up your teams yet, make sure to go and sign up. You can check our Discord server on how to do so. If you go to our announcements, there's a bunch of announcements on how to join VCL Rivals, our $500 tournaments. Anyone can join. Right now, we expect only about 8 more spots are open, so make sure you guys get your teams in there immediately. So that way you guys have a chance in competing for $500. But with that being said, we're going to go on a short break, and we will be back with player interviews to end the night. Thank you, guys. All right, everyone, we are back with our player interviews. We do have Arnold Recluse and Bwai, or Pingu, as you may know him from the game. I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to my casters to talk a little bit and ask some questions.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Mitch, obviously, but what an insane game from you two. I mean, first, Bly, I want to ask some questions of you, obviously. Your team was the winner of this season. And I'm kind of curious, I mean, how were you feeling coming in with a new team and winning?
Yeah. Well, I was a bit nervous at the start. We were really confident, but after that first match, our morale definitely went down a ton. But we definitely brought it up in the second two maps.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, do you think that there's like a certain person responsible for that? Like, is your IGL like super good at that, or was it like a team-wide like fucking hoorah? Sorry.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, all of our team, they're the best. These guys are the best people I've played with in a while. I think our collected efforts really were a big part of the victory.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean, I just as someone who is a Sentinel player myself, I kind of want to gaze into your mind a second and like as Livid's Sentinel player, I mean, one, what were you thinking on setups, especially once they finally started avoiding you in second? How did you feel passing that off to Vortex?
In the third map.
Yeah.
Well, I found that that we should switch it up a little because, Vortex and I obviously are different people and we have different minds. So I found that I should play Harbor on Lotus and he would be on the KJ, and it seems to work out.
That's fair. Mew, would you like to ask Bly any questions?
Well, of course I would. So, why?
Yes, man.
Obviously, you won a championship back in season 9 with Firefly, and you're back at it again. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great, man. Um, those two teams were easily the best two teams I've played on. All of them, they're goats. A lot of them have moved on. I believe a couple of them are Ascendant now, while I'm still here in Plat.
I mean, it's fine, you know.
Mhm.
You're like as long as still in plat and you're still winning VCL championships, it's got to be at least somewhat reclaiming to
Oh, I'm having the
still be
time
on
of my
top of
life, my
VCL.
friend.
Yeah, I know how great it is to be a multiple time champ. And like, I'm not trying to flex here, but it feels great to be back.
Mhm.
It was definitely a flex.
I did not mean it like that, but my apologies that it came out that way. Like I'm just saying, I know how it is. It's amazing, man. But I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, Mew.
All right, Mew. Any other questions for Mr. Blyson?
I actually do not have more questions for
Okay, that's boring. You're
Mr.
boring.
Boy. Bro, you already asked all the questions.
And moving on, now that we are done talking to our lovely guy Bly, we're moving on. Arnold, I mean, High Society has been in VCL for a long time, whether they were under the name High Society or not. Now, I'm kind of curious. I mean, how does it feel? Like you've been to finals several times. I mean, I know you had your eyes on the victory this time, and obviously every other time. But I mean, where's your head at right now, man?
I mean, coming into this game, we played with someone who we knew has high ping, like I think 150 ping average, so we knew that was going to be a hard part. And we played with someone who we picked up just to be a sub, and who's been unavailable for like the past 2 months that we've picked him up, and they could play today. So we had someone who's never played with the team. So not to make excuses, but I didn't expect to win. You always want to come playing for a win. So I told my
Yeah.
team, I think I'll be the X factor in both games. I said, if we're gonna win, I'll be dropping 40, and if we're gonna be losing, I'll probably be dropping 40, but we'll be losing. So I mean, I expected to cook. I know some of these people come in here with. I mean, it's hard whenever you're playing like arguably one of the best low elo teams to ever be put together. In Bois, Melly, they have some people who've been to finals last season and just dominated. So that Livid roster is really procured well, and I think it's a hard task to keep this with like I said, with 150 ping, and then someone who's never played with the team. It's hard to even stay in it there, and I think we had really good strats coming out. I think we had the strats there. I think if we played together more with more unity on those strats, we could have executed them better and maybe some better gun skill, and it would have been a different game completely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you ever watch those VODs back, I can confirm that a lot of the time, me, Jamil, I mean, we were talking, especially during that Pearl game, about the fact that, like, if you guys were playing together a lot more, like, you could have closed that out. And I mean, I know, just to clarify, you're the IGL for High Society, right?
Yeah, I'm the IGL. I come up with most of the strats.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious. I mean, I said it a couple times while casting, but like, especially during your post-plant setups, you guys played really aggressive. I mean, what was like, where was your mind at as an IGL? Like, what did you find yourself saying the most?
So mainly it's try to stick together, trying to come up with creative plays. If we don't have that gun advantage, which I think the enemy team had, then we have to use our minds to win. So really I was trying to think of how can we win without necessarily having to take gunfights where we could lose, 50-50, stuff like that. So I tried to come up with some creative strats. I think one of our better one was the 4-man peak be long in unison. That's where we really clicked. I was like, okay, here, we might win this match, but it didn't go our way. But, mainly I was just echoing to the players, play together, try to trade each other. These guys like to take a lot of space on our retakes, so we really have to go fast in as a group because otherwise we'll be out of time and spike will go down. So we just have to aggress into that site.
Yeah, definitely. And my last thing, just as an IGL myself, that I'm kind of curious about, what's it like IGLing as a duelist player?
Well, so this season, a couple seasons back, I was duelist, and it's hard on the duelist to roll to IGL. So we switched me over to initiator this season, and then we had to make the personnel changes. So I had to go back to duelist. I'm comfortable on the role. I think
Yeah.
I can play pretty well, but it's hard whenever I'm the duelist and I don't have that util that I can use on initiator. Like, okay, flashing through, and I can control exactly where the flash is. I have to. It's harder on me because I have to tell the people, okay, flash through here, and it's not the way I envision it sometimes, right? Can't always be perfect. So then like rounds are trolled, and then it's like, damn, I really want to get upset, but it's like it's whatever, bro.
Yeah.
You haven't played with the team, it's fine.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes as an IGL, you just you got to type in the Discord chat little like colon moyai colon. But Mew, do you have any questions for Arnold Recluse?
Yeah, I do. So I just want some insight on the Reyna pick on Pearl. It's not something that you see every day, especially on that map. Like I haven't really seen many Reynas on Pearl, but can you just give me some insight on what you were thinking with that pick?
Yeah, so mainly the Reyna pick was just it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, but coming out of that first game we had a close match. I thought, these guys might be in their heads a little bit, so I wanted to really go out on that Reyna and just rush their spirits, right? Because when you're getting shit on by whenever you're getting killed by a Reyna, it's a lot more insulting, right? This guy's playing Reyna and he's cooking. So that was a gamble on myself, and it didn't play out. I think if I was even my team voiced some concern saying maybe we should go Raze, maybe we should go Jet, something more conventional, and I think yeah, that could have worked better for us. So I kind of have to beat myself up about that one, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That time it did not go my way.
That's very unfortunate to hear, but you played really good. I'm proud of you. But one final question that I do have. How does it feel? Like you make it to the finals a lot? Like how does it feel? Like making it to the finals, you're not at the top yet. I trust that you can, but how does that feel?
Every single time we make it to the finals, like 2 or 3 of my main roster people are like, "Sorry guys, I don't want to play," or they'll have something, and like I'm not gonna get into it, but I had horrible stuff happen to me this morning, right? Like just horrible, and I still show up and I still play because I want these guys to get a win. So I mean, I feel like I have the biggest excuse to not play, to not pop off, and here I am still trying. So in a way, it's like if I'm pouring everything I have, maybe you're not going to be on my team next season because I'm out here pouring everything trying to get you guys to hire. Like I'll coach people, I'll do anything they want to try to get them to where they want to go. So this year we had a lot of people who wanted to win rings, and I was trying to get them there, and then to not show up. I get people have stuff going on, but I would say I had the biggest reason to not be here, and I still showed up and still performed. So it's just kind of disappointing, really.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but I'm excited that for the new people that you're going to bring in to hopefully counter that happening in the future. Excited for that new roster.
Yeah, I need BWI, man. He needs to come over to the dark side. It is what it is. I've tried to recruit him like 20 million times. He just needs to go ahead and come over. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not trying to say my personal opinion on that, but I think that would be very interesting to watch. Definitely going to be one of the top teams in the league.
Yeah. And one last question for you two both before I pass it back to Mitch. Will we be seeing High Society Gaming and Livid again in our upcoming tournament?
Would you like me to take this one first, Arnold?
Yeah, you go for it.
Alrighty. Livid, it's a bit complicated right now. We were mainly just wanting to get back to finals because last season most of us were on TSG Black and we finals did not really go as planned, but this season we spun back and we got the W. But I feel like I think some of us are leaving the team, so I don't know if Livid's gonna stay next season.
That's fair.
Yeah, for high society, you're gonna be seeing us. This isn't the end. I'll get my ring. By
Yes, you
I
will.
promise you, I will get my ring.
Yes, you
Finals,
will.
I'm just calling it now. Finals next year, 2-0 sweep. I dropped 30 both games. It is what it is. Be careful, boys. Be careful.
It's going to be clipped when that doesn't happen, by the way.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
let
going
us
to chat
know.
clip this, but I trust you. I trust you to get that ring, Arnold.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're expecting big, big things from you. And speaking of our upcoming tournament, I will pass it right on back to Mitch to talk more about that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you to both of the teams that came out and played today. Very good games coming from Livid and High Society Gaming. Livid taking the dub when we. High Society Gaming came in as the underdogs, and they were very, very close to taking this one. So, well played to both teams on this one. But as Paper was mentioning, we have another tournament coming up. If you haven't heard of it, I think we've only promoted it every single day for the last month. VCL Rivals. It is our biggest tournament to date and that we have ever done. Valorant Challenger League has been a league for almost a year now, and actually the end of Rivals, the finals of Rivals, is the exact date that we started this tournament. So it's very this is our 1 year anniversary tournament in terms of speaking, and we are pouring a lot of effort into it. We have hired professional casters to assist us with this one. We are putting everything we can into this tournament, and right now it looks like we have 24 teams signed up and only 8 spots remain roughly. So if you guys are on a team and you're trying to sign up for Rivals, please either shoot me a DM, let me know that you guys are on the way trying to get yourself signed up before your spot gets taken and I can't help you out anymore. We are only taking 32 teams into this, and it's going to be bigger than we've ever done before. So if there's any questions on that, please open a ticket in the server, but make sure everyone join VCL Rivals, our $500 prize pool tournament. And with that being said, thank you to my amazing casters today, the amazing players coming out, and my amazing staff for helping make all of this possible. And with that being said, everyone have a great Saturday night, and we will see you next time.